The Sunday Sequence Break.
I did it.
What?
We did it.
No, you didn't.
Yeah, we did it.
Did you?
Yeah.
Did what?
Yeah,
What?
we did.
I thought that said the Sunday Jungle Book.
It didn't.
What?
I'm a bad reader.
Is Jungle Book Disney?
Starring
It
Gilder,
is, right?
Feasel,
That's
Flicky,
not
and
bad.
Mowgli.
Well, because
Starting
the
it.
S kind of looks like a J if you just glance at it, and then
The
there's a
Hyundai Sequence Break.
B and a K. And the Q is kind of like a G. I don't know, if you just glance quickly, it looks...
Well, hopefully the audience pay as little attention as you do, and we'll get through this cast without any problems. Welcome, everybody, to episode 131, most likely, of the Sunday Seekers Break.
What?
This
No,
sounds
that's most specifically.
this sounds a lot like a prime number.
131? Does it really?
It does. Feels
it
like
does
one.
sound like a prime number.
Feels like a
yeah.
prime number.
Yeah.
But speaking of primes, as in the good level things, we have a great episode for you planned. It's Castle of Illusion HD, and taking us through this mysterious castle of illusions, we have Feasel,
Hello.
or is it?
Well, it's a branch.
Or is it?
It's a branch. Then we have PJ,
Hello.
or is it? It's a
It
castle.
is.
It's a castle. Oh, it is. Okay. And then we have
Yeah.
Gildersneeze,
What?
or
Hello.
no, it is
Possibly the moon.
Gildersneeze. That's definitely Gildersneeze. Then there's me. I'm me. No one would bother imitating me. It's a waste of time and effort.
No, you're Flicky Mouse.
Flicky Mouse. Oh no way!
Get it?
Ah, shoot.
That was the whole joke of the image.
Yeah, I thought you just, I thought, oh, Flicky's the host, one of the hosts. He's like the main Mickey Mouse kind of guy. I like him the best.
Flicky Mouse.
I
See?
thought it was like I like Flicky
actually
the.
had a joke there.
Wow, I
It
like.
wasn't just like, mice are small and Flicky's short. Let's insult them.
Oh,
No,
I
it
didn't
was
even
supposed to be
think of that
Flicky Mouse.
one. Now
Oh,
you
that was
now
the
you are
logic,
hurting
though.
my feelings.
Well, no, I just made that up on the spot. Hold
Speaking
on, I can be rude. Wait, no, I'm me still.
speaking of feelings, we have KrazyRasmus.
Hello.
I could segue that like
Is
Scandinavians.
crazy a feeling?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Crazy
true.
is a feeling?
Crazy's a
Oh, don't worry,
feeling.
I'll show
I
you
guess
crazy.
so.
And also, Scandinavians not famous for having feelings. So
Really?
yeah,
It's true.
yeah. See,
Huh.
it's
I'm
true.
oil, not feelings.
Your oil. It's true. That's the joke for you Americans and others unsure. The joke about Norwegians is they're rich. That's the
What?
joke. They're rich.
Oh.
They are rich.
Ah, take that.
Is it a joke?
It's a joke. Jeez.
Total insult.
All right, and then rounding out our wonderful lineup of guests, another person who has seen the light and plays the true 8-bit console, Btrim.
Hello.
There it is.
Hello.
That's the 8-bit console is the Master System for those Americans.
The
who
fact
haven't
that you
heard
had
of
to
it.
specify what it was should probably tell you something about the
Well,
truthfulness of that.
I forgot to click their images. This is the Rasmus image, and this is the Btrim image, and we're going to hit the split. Lovely. Oh, wait. Yeah, we are. Nice. All right. Hey, let's do our recap. I know you guys have all had busy weeks. I don't know that. I'm just assuming you have. because you haven't been calling me up and talking to me at all this week. So
I haven't.
hopefully you guys have had really busy weeks.
So we
Someone
must have
else
had.
is
I could tell you were like, I'm busy.
Otherwise you guys would have called me, you know. Anyway,
I feel so bad.
Beetle,
Someone
you're
who isn't you is gonna have a whole bunch of confusing voicemails to sort through.
where's my beer? You suck. I'm gonna trash your car.
You son of a bitch. I miss you.
All right, Beetle.
Come back to America.
What have you been up to?
What have I been up to? I was doing really important things, or else I would have called you.
Yep.
I was thinking about it. I almost called you, but then like something really emergency-ish happened, and I just couldn't call you.
Yeah, no, it's all
You should have heard what
So-
I called you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I started playing some games. What was I doing? I practiced a little bit of Legacy of the Wizard, and then I somehow got in my head that it might be fun to join the NES marathon race.
Ooh.
So my last couple streams, I've just been playing some games from that and just sort of trying to get used to them. I learned Kung Fu.
Oh wow,
This is
I
actually
heard
the
that
game.
takes years to do.
It does,
properly.
but I
Yeah.
circumvented that by just watching a video of someone else doing Kung Fu for a few minutes, and then suddenly I was an expert at it.
And then he ordered a black belt.
Right. There you go.
Please learn Kung Fu.
What? Show me. But we're well. That was a good first game though, because that it definitely made me really hyped for the race. Because that's a game that I'd played and I never really knew much about. Played it as a kid, but never remembered any of it. None of it stuck with me. But it's a pretty easy game to learn. I recommend it. It's actually really fun. Then what else? DuckTales, I think, was the next one. And then I realized I was terrible at Tetris, and so I'm going to have to get better at that. Let's see. Played a little bit of Punch-Out. Just a couple things from that list. That's about it. This is coming up on February 28th. There's going to be a big race on SRL. 20 NES games. It was put together by Bad Breaks.
That's gonna be a pretty awesome race to see.
Yeah, there's a bunch of NES players who've declared that they're going to enter it. So we'll see what's who actually shows up for it.
Yeah.
It's kind of the point where I wish that I was like a little more versed in more common speed games, I guess.
Yeah, they're pretty common. I was actually surprised that I have before beaten 16 out of the 20 games at some point in my life. So that's was pretty encouraging because at first I was like, "Whoa, 20 games I'm going to have to learn," but I think it's doable.
Yeah. The only one you'd beaten is Top Gun, you mean? Yeah.
might just sit this one out.
Right.
Yeah, it's one of those things where I just found out about it last week, and it's kind of like, well, if I had more than a month to learn 20 speed games and at least play, you know.
Right. Well, when they do Best of the PS2, then Flick, you can get in on that.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's only going to be 2 games long, though. Yeah.
Flicky, you're apparently still muted.
I did
think,
mute
at least.
myself. You're right. God damn it.
Yes.
I was being really hilarious too.
Yeah, Flicky had
Man,
a good.
those funny
Okay.
things that you were just
I
saying
know.
back there.
I know.
For a low fee of $20, you can buy the extended director's cut TSSB that includes the host.
Wait,
Wait.
who's
I did that. I muted myself because I wanted to load up a soundtrack to run in the background. I didn't want to tippity tap, and then I ruined it for everybody. It's alright. Hey, speaking of ruining it for everybody, PJ probably had a good
What?
week playing video games.
Yeah.
Sure.
So I played a whole bunch more ActRaiser 2, and that was really good. I had a whole bunch of really good attempts. But, more importantly, I've been struggling through Bionic Commando Rearmed 2.
You mean that
And,
game you were never going to play again?
That game, well, that's Rearmed 1. That
Oh.
game's garbage.
Yep.
Rearmed 2 is just,
I have to say,
I don't know.
I wish you guys
They-
could hear the
It's
music
actually
that's
entertaining
playing.
garbage.
Yeah, they messed up real bad when they made this game.
the music makes this story incredible. It's all fanciful and like wistful. It's all
I don't know.
happy.
You invented this language. You should know.
I'm talking about Rearm
Yeah.
2's music, are you? Because
No, I'm not.
let me tell you some words about Rearm 2
I
music
only-
that start with F.
I only
Yeah.
rooted the language, PJ. I didn't invent it, and it was a while ago. I forgot about it.
Yeah, so Rearmed 2, you can go out of bounds off any grappleable object that's on the ground. And
PJ figured this out at SGDQ last year in about 5 minutes. It was
Wow.
pretty
you can also grapple through walls, so you can collect power-ups that are supposed to be hidden until very later. So I got the most powerful weapon in the game in the first stage, and then
Isn't it by picking
Through
up an
the whole
ammo
game
pickup
with that.
for it? It's not the actual weapon,
right, yeah, it's the upgrade, but it gives you the weapon anyways.
which is great.
Nice.
But yeah, this is a really fun game, and I'll probably finish it tonight, and then do some routing once in a while, now and then.
Yeah.
But this game is way too fun. I'm definitely going to be playing it more.
Alrighty.
And yeah, I got a cool Super Nintendo input viewer thing, so I'm going to be
Oh,
using
nice.
that now.
Like Duckfist one.
Yeah,
Nice.
So
Those are cool.
it actually your controller plugs into it and then into your console, and then that plugs into the computer. How's that work?
so it's like one of the Super Nintendo extension cables,
Uh huh.
and it's spliced off that.
Oh, cool. Yeah,
so I
that's
plug
neat.
my Super Nintendo or my controller into the extension cable, and then that plugs into the console, and then there are like some wires sticking out the side
Cool.
Neat.
that go into an Arduino, and then
Is there any
Alright.
delay on any of those things, or is it like,
Nope.
pretty dang accurate?
Wow.
no delay.
Nice.
Wow, that's awesome.
Yeah, it's sick.
Well, if it splits, it shouldn't delay.
Right, right.
Unless
But,
your
I mean,
splitter
I was
sucks.
talking about like the display on stream versus what the
Yeah,
game's
yeah.
doing and stuff like that.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
no, I tested it earlier, and it seems to be pretty synced. Like, if anything, it's like a few milliseconds off, but that's not
Nobody's
You
really
can
gonna
notice
notice
frame.
that.
So,
Yeah. I like people tend to be okay if there's a bit of delay as long as it's not a frame.
yeah.
Alright, Gildersneeze, what have you been
Yo.
up to? It's been a little
I've been
while, I
practicing more
believe.
Demon Head and stuff
Oh
like
my
that. I know.
goodness. My
Yeah,
goodness.
but I've been practicing more Demon Head. We're going for sub 20 soon enough. Been throwing up some no resets that are within 20 seconds of PB right now, so that's like encouraging as all get out. Found a couple of gold splits last night. Might be able to get a 2-cycle gas finally. Depends on how well my mashing goes that day. But things are looking up for Demon Head. I'm pretty sure sub 20 is coming. I'm not going to say it's going to be soon, but probably won't be satisfied until I get about a 1950, somewhere between 52 and 54.
What are you at now?
That takes. Right now I'm at 2007.
Okay. Alright.
Sum of best is 1944, I believe, but menu boss, for those who don't know, the item menu lags every other frame and drops input on every lag frame. So there's some times where it'll just take 7 or 8 button presses to exit the menu. So that basically that goal takes into account for, hey, what if that happens? What if I lose 7 seconds to menu boss, but my execution is flawless elsewhere? So yeah, it's whatever. Other than that, just keeping like playing the new Trials DLC, trying to see, like eventually once all the DLCs come out, there'll definitely be a new category for that, probably 100% with all DLC or something like that. So I don't know.
Nice.
But yeah, trying to stay on top of Trials, and then been playing a bunch of bad games for casual stuff after speed stuff is done.
Cool.
A
Alright.
lot of fun.
Nice. Let's see. I got my first parking ticket this week, which was fun.
Oh,
Nice.
exciting.
Cool.
Yeah. Adam and I stayed at a McDonald's car park for too long, and they tried to fine me £100.
Wow.
You gotta eat fast.
but-
Well, eating at McDonald's already fines you
Right.
100.
Right, exactly. But
secondary sing of the day right here.
it's cut down. It's only 50 quid, but I was quite upset with that. But that's something
Oh,
else.
Bullshit.
I tried running Final Fantasy Lightning Returns. I've been continuing that. The game wonderfully is the only instance I can think of this being in a run. Maybe you guys can help me out here, but literally the only difficult part is the end. Literally the whole run is pretty trivial until the final boss, which is balls out hard. So
Good.
I've been failing at that last boss a lot and being upset about it, and getting angry and then stopping. Then
Which game is this? Yeah, somehow I
Lightning
missed the game.
Returns. Lightning Returns.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
I also watched an obscene amount of the Final Fantasy 13 Platinum % race yesterday that lewd. Let's see if I can remember the names. It was Leave the Coffee, Mr. Swanzig, Lewd, Dolphin, Maelstrom, and Tyrionus. See, the last one's the most important one because he routed it, but I wish maybe approximately 14 hours of that 24-hour race. Yeah, so I haven't had the most productive days.
Man.
But most importantly, we've done a bunch of stuff on ESA this week, which I've just thrown in chat there. The master thread, travel thread, game rules is up, and game submission opens tomorrow at noon Central European time. So there's that. I've been doing that. Lots of writing. Lots of writing. So yeah, that's that. That's all hopefully going to work tomorrow and not break. Maybe. Aside from that, I played some more Left 4 Dead too. Some more speedrunning Left 4 Dead. So yeah, that's that. That's nice and succinct. Rasmus.
Yeah.
What have you been up to recently, speedrun wise, or in general?
Yeah, in general, I've been speedrunning. I've just been playing Castle Evolution HD and trying to get that sub 34. It's been looking more and more possible lately as new tech is found. I'm gonna probably talk more about that later. Other than that, I've been on Friday. I did some attempts of another game that I'm probably gonna talk a little bit about later. A Master System game. I'll leave that as a surprise, I guess. And been just watching a ton of speedruns all over the place. And earlier today, a couple hours ago, I won the weekly Castle Evolution race.
Nice.
Cool. Congrats.
Victory.
That's pretty much it.
Cool. Alright. I'm trying to figure out what window I had in this gap here. So while I do that, Btrim, what have you been up to? This is when I need to realise if I renamed Btrim or not. I don't think I did.
I don't think you did. I mean, you did. Absolutely.
Oh, good. Yes, I did.
Yeah. So
Ew.
Monday we do like a weekly Master System blind race. So that was a race. That was Daffy Duck in Hollywood. That was. It's
Nice.
a game. It's a game. All but one of us forfeit. So yeah.
I've totally blocked that out of my memory.
And then, and then for the most part, I've been trying to get a respectable time in Castle HD, so brought my PB down by a couple minutes. So I think I succeeded there. And that's pretty much it. Just working otherwise.
Cool. Except.
Oh well, I
working
made
part,
I made some travel plans for ESA.
Ooh,
I guess I'll say that.
Americans coming to ESA. I'm excited.
Well, I got a lot of money booked towards it, so that's the hope.
Sweet. Just a point, any Americans who want to come, please double check with other people before you decide it's too expensive. We've had a lot of people say it's too expensive, it costs $3,000, and you're like, wait, which pit costs $3,000? The flight. No. Maybe double check that one before you decide it costs $3,000. It might cost $2,000, but unlikely. Anyway. Hey, that was the recap. So, how
did it.
about we take a turn down the mystical, foggy path and walk up the craggy mountain road to the... Anyone going to say it for me, or was I not obvious enough?
Segue
What?
too long. Lost interest.
I just got back. No.
To the Castle of Illusion.
Oh, I didn't see where you were going.
Oh.
Did I move
Locked
it?
out. Closed channel.
Shit, I moved it.
What?
How'd I move it? Alright, there you
You
go.
can now bounce.
Wait, am I
Mouse got you all
capturing...
bouncing
Oh
again.
man, I didn't capture properly.
Oh, man.
Don't worry. I don't know how to
Hey,
change
wait.
it.
Wait,
I'm worried.
Flicky,
Uh-oh.
Sarah's got a point here.
What's that?
What?
It's called European Speedster Assembly, not European and some other people Speedster.
No,
And other people
that would be
assembly.
that would be Europeans with a possessive assembly. European just means it's in Europe. Anyway, you guys are just gonna have to live with this mark here on the side that's like a bit of
I
his
refuse.
splits.
No
I
one
may be-
even
okay.
noticed. Everyone is too drunk right now to have noticed that. If they hadn't pointed it out.
Excuse me, too well hydrated, sir.
Hang on, can I? No, I can't. Okay, keep going. You guys do this. I'm gonna figure out if I can cut this. I can. Keep going. Keep going. It's Castle of Illusion.
Oh, vamp.
Wait,
Quick, explain faster.
I got it. I did it. All right.
Congrats!
Talk to us.
Game
What
of
is
the
Castle
week is
Illusion?
over now.
Castle
Clicky
of
one.
Illusion. This is Castle of Illusion HD. This version was released recently on PC and consoles, next gen or old gen consoles, right?
On a lot of
but-
things.
On a lot of
Yeah.
things, right? And
Oh, really?
is it a direct, complete remake of the original game, or like what is it? What is Castle of Illusion? Clue
So
us in.
yeah, it's basically it's a remake. It has some things added to it, but it's a remake of the Genesis game, with some 3D parts, but it's mostly 2D. I don't know if that's called 2.5D or not, but whatever. All these newfangled terms. Whoa.
Don't worry about that. Don't worry. I'm trying with things. Keep going.
So, yeah, it's I think someone mentioned it in chat. It's PC, PS3, 360, iOS, Android, Windows Phone, maybe. I don't know. But everyone runs the Steam version, so. But yeah, Rasmus.
This is Crash Bandicoot right here.
Yeah, it
Yeah,
is.
I was gonna say.
Is this the game that Grant Kirkhope did the music for, or is that a different
Correct. This one.
Wow, if I knew that, we probably could have got him for this show.
one? Yeah. Only an hour into the show though.
So yeah,
The game has pretty simple story. It's all about Mickey having to rescue Minnie from the witch Mr. Bell, collecting gems and rainbow gems on his way, eating her illusions throughout the Castle of Illusion.
So is it pretty much a linear game? Are you just going through the levels in a set order?
Yes, you have to.
And is there any
Only on-
kind of carryover? Do you level up or get equipment or anything like that you carry along with you?
Nope, it's really straightforward.
It's just pretty much standalone, pick a level and learn it and go, essentially, huh?
this is Feasel. This is Feasel thinking, hello.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
Sounds like there's no routing involved, as far as like between the levels. It's really just optimize your platforming.
Yeah, the
it's
routing
not
is the routing is in the gems, so you can see all these like diamonds that you're picking up. You have to collect a certain amount of those to get to the next level. So
Okay, so then picking which are the optimal set to get and, how to get them, I guess, is the real meat of the game, huh?
Correct. We haven't really found the most optimal route yet because of all the small changes to the route that has happened the last week or so. So that there's still work to be done there, but probably not. It's the route so far is pretty good.
Okay.
Probably save a couple of seconds.
So, like, what's the history of this game? When did this come out? And I assume people started speedrunning it almost immediately. I mean, what's the...
It came out in 2013, and I did a little search trying to find some old runs, and already in the start of September there was like a 40-minute runs of the game. So pretty early there was people bringing it down, and I'm pretty sure it was the Magic Toilet Brush, another Norwegian who had like the first pretty good run of the game. It was from October, I think. No, it's from January of 2014, February. It had a pretty decent run, 36 minutes or something like that. And it has just evolved since. Really.
I have to say, I'm glad you're another guy who splits as soon as the boss dies instead of waiting to pick up a gem or something. I'm so happy about that. Bugs me on other streams. Alright, so what are the categories we've got going on here?
There's really just two categories: 90% beating the game as fast as possible, and 100% picking up every everything, all the gems and all the collectibles.
What are these golden Mickey Mouse head things? Are those extra lives or?
Lives, yeah.
Okay.
Correct.
And the star is, hit
Health?
points.
Alright.
Yeah, so there's, in addition to all the gems that you pick up that you need, there are optional playing cards, which represent World of Illusion, chili peppers, which represents Quackshot, and
Statues.
Badges?
statues.
Oh.
Statues, yeah.
Badges?
Yeah, so statues, which basically they just unlock the character art and stuff like that you can find in the game. They're not really that big a deal, but they're collectible, so it's part of 100%.
Does the game define 100% itself? Does it have a amount
No,
of
but
those?
all collectibles would
Yeah.
be the,
It's feasible to do.
if you don't want to call it 100%.
Yeah.
Yeah, what are the times on that, Rasmus?
The 100% is 56, 59. By Pogging, the 90% is 34, 15 by me.
Yeah.
It's the video you're watching now.
Yep. It is indeed. It's also in the title. Surrounded by
Yes,
hearts.
Indeed.
Because, hint, hint,
Because we love
Rasmus.
speedruns.
Maybe I
Oh.
can have some of your oil money.
Maybe, if you behave at TSA.
All right. So hang on, where was that? Yeah. So we got a little bit of history here about what happened. So you mentioned already before that Magical Toilet Brush fiddled with this game originally,
Yeah.
right? What like big finds were there? Like, how did this run change? You also mentioned that it just changed recently too. That you found other stuff. So what's the history, I guess, of the game so far?
Back in 2013 already, they found some guy calling himself Mills Tales Prower on YouTube.
Desperately
yeah.
wanted Miles Tales per hour, couldn't get it.
Yeah.
He used to run Red Ray Gun too.
Yeah, he found a glitch in the game where you could skip a pretty big section of the first level, which I found that YouTube video in December last year, and I thought it was patched out, that you couldn't do it, because I tried it for a couple of hours and didn't go anywhere with it, and then I showed it to Nadua. And yeah, it was totally possible. And
Of course it was. And of course Nadua was the
so-
one who got it.
yeah, of course. And so that suddenly you had a 20 to 30 second skip right at the start of the game.
Sweet.
Nadua also has a jump named after him in this game, which we called the Nadua jump in one of the last levels.
Clever.
Yeah, pretty clever. It's a really tough jump to get, and you save 11 seconds by getting it.
That's a
We
lot.
don't really understand how it works. It's all about Mickey's momentum and like the timing of the jump and everything. It's starting to get to the bottom of how it works, but it's still a mystery. Sometimes you get it, and sometimes you just don't get it. Like it really is like that.
Do you live up to Nadua and just go for it anyway, all the time?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
You have to go for it if you want a good time.
Alright.
Mickey's crawling animation is adorable.
I'm enjoying a lot of these animations. It looks really nice.
Yeah.
It looks
Yeah,
like
there's
a
a lot of funny ones.
looks like a modern version of like a PS1 platformer.
Whoa.
What?
Don't insult this
No.
game.
I'm gonna go hang out with the PS1 marathon guys. They appreciate me.
You mean caveman?
No, well, yeah, he's one of them. But maybe I won't go hang out with them. I'm just kidding. Alright. So then it says, Poggington and later Sorbu optimized the route.
Yeah.
So they just
improved
true.
the board record. Like he optimized the route some and just the movement. Got a world record of 35:40, which later Sabu got down to 35:19, I want to say. Just by optimizing movement, getting tighter jumps and better route altogether. And yes, not long after that, we started, me and a couple other guys, Btrim amongst them, started having weekly races of the game, just because we found it funny. Like it's a good speedrun, so just decided to just play it once a week, just see how good we could get. And yeah, it was silent for a couple months, but then suddenly we got a pretty big race with 11 people.
Wow.
Which kicked off everything. Since then, we've been doing weekly races.
11 is a solid participation.
Yeah, that's a lot.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah. We had
we usually
9
get
today, I think.
Yeah, 8 or
I think we
9.
were 9. Yeah.
You usually do them Sundays? Sunday
Yeah,
afternoon?
when
every,
do you do 'em?
every Sunday at 11 p.m. Central European time.
Yeah.
So
5 Eastern.
5 Eastern.
So just before the show. All right. Convenient. All right. Who are some of the other guys running this at the moment in those races? I think I know some of them, but I don't want to get it wrong because I confused this and the Mega Drive runners quite a lot. I think there's a pretty big crossover though.
Yeah, there's pretty much 100% crossover. 80% crossover, maybe?
Right.
Yeah.
So, John UK89.
Yeah.
Aloysius. Tenebrae. And Grook.
Yeah. That's one of the
Who
ones I was
else?
going to guess at.
Who else? Maxi the Hatter.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna forget people, so I feel really bad.
Does
but
Aiden all play this one, or does he just play the other one?
He does when he decides to.
Sometimes he shows up for the race, sometimes he don't.
He's a busy life watching hockey is my approximation of it. All right, so the community's growing, which is cool. But then there says there's a skip started being used very recently, I would imagine, judging by how the time frame on these things. So that's fine. And then, did you recently just get this world record, Rasmus?
Yeah, I got it on... Yeah, what day was it? 1.5 weeks ago,
Oh,
approximately.
wow, okay. So it was on the show last week.
So it's-
Yeah. Nice. Cool. So then it's fresh. It's real fresh. It's good to see a big community on a modern game, right, PJ,
Yeah.
Fiesel?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Hey, it's not my fault that every time I play a modern game, the community for it disappears.
Yeah, you should embrace the fact that you have a community for a modern game at all.
Right.
All right, so let's talk details about the game, and you're gonna have to bear with me on this one. But we got some information about tricks and so on. But what's the basic idea of how to run this game? I'm judging by it. You don't have to collect anything, power-ups or anything to go faster because there aren't any. So is it just a case of knowing what to do? Do you need a certain amount of gems before you can finish levels and so on?
Yeah, you have to pick up, as you said, a certain amount of gems, and it varies from level to level, depending on how many gems there are available and easy to get along the route. And other than that, it's just like optimizing movement, and just trying to go faster by doing short jumps, like tap jumps, because for some reason Mickey moves faster and he gets a slight momentum boost. So it's
Each
just
time he
making
jumps?
each
Bunny
time he
hops.
jumps.
So you just want to do the most jumps you can in the run, huh?
It doesn't stack, sadly.
Oh, okay.
So you can't just mash jump.
You can't just do tons of zero height jumps. Just like mash jump one frame at a time.
Wow.
No, I'm afraid not.
No, you're not afraid not. You're very happy that you
You should
can't.
be glad not.
Yeah.
Oh, that would have been good.
Alright.
30
He does
minutes
have
of
crazy
magic.
in his name, so
Yeah, that's
Right.
Yeah, I like strats like that.
spelled with a K.
he's
The Mortal
Norwegian.
Kombat
Yeah,
thing.
no,
it's-
it means more crazy. I don't know why. I've always just thought when there's a K in the name, it means more crazy than normal. All right. So it's a case of is there much variance in which gems you can go for? Like I played Left 4 Dead. What am I talking about? Apescape has that sort of thing where you need to meet a criteria before you can finish stages. So is there much variety in where you go? Are there like hidden rooms you should go into and so on, that sort of thing?
There's a couple of hidden caches you want to go into to get extra gems in the most convenient levels, I'd
Yeah.
say.
That's cool. Cool. All right.
Yeah, so the thing is, like, you can finish the level. It'll let you, but you can't enter the next one.
Oh.
So-
Okay. It's like that. All right.
Right. So the only way to go back in, you can go back into a level and collect gems, but you have to finish the stage for them to count. So you really need, there's no going back in the speedrun.
Right.
So you really have to, if you miss a bunch, then there are a certain amount that are around the castle and not in each stage. And so you have to have that in your head as far as, oh, well, I missed 3. How many do I have left that I can get quickly to still have a run? Maybe not the most optimal run, but still have a run.
Right. Cool. All right. So general things we have glitches / tricks. You guys happy to go into that, or are there any other basics or fundamentals you'd like to talk about first? I'm enjoying watching the bright colors, honestly.
Yep, same.
I was previously
Damn it.
I was previously upset that I would have to capture a 720p video in a region, but now that I have a giant video of this game in front of me, I'm not upset at all. I get to listen to the music too. This is like the most whimsical episode of Sunday Sequence Break ever. I want to have this all the time. But yeah, are you happy to go into that, or do you want to do anything else? I have these timestamps here if you want to talk about it. What would you like to do?
Yeah, we can move on to the glitches.
Yeah?
I think
All right.
glitches and tricks, because I can't think of any.
Just when we get to the cake level.
Nice.
It's actually just up ahead if you wanted to leave. I mean, there's the lollipop clip is coming up.
Oh boy, we can do
You
lots
You
of
got
stuff.
that in your run, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
I hope so. Okay, well, let's keep going until that, and then I get to watch this delicious level.
This level
Yeah,
looks like that Mario Galaxy level. That's just a whole bunch of delicious things.
I was gonna say I only had a slight snack before the show, and now I'm kind of like,
I am.
I gotta go, y'all.
I'm particularly hungry. Oh my god! Look at all
I
that
don't know
cream.
if you guys I don't know if you guys noticed, but I just clipped through to a platform
Let's go back.
at the bottom of the waterfall.
Did you eat your way through it?
Yeah, that was a weird clip. It just like you were jumping at it, and then suddenly you were on top of it.
Yeah, it's really weird. It's from what I understand, it's camera based, meaning that you have to go forward a bit to reorient the camera to get the wanted position, and just take advantage of the roundness of the platform, so to say. It has a round hitbox, to my knowledge, and somehow you can just clip through it.
Huh.
Yeah.
It's kind of like moving the camera back and forth as you jump up against it, and then suddenly it decides you're
Well, crap,
you're
I don't know
far
where it's
enough
supposed to be.
out that you can. It's one of those weird 2D and 3D kind of things.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's really weird.
That is pretty interesting, actually. You can see how the camera angle is different when you actually get it. And every time it twists more and more and more. Ah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a 2.5.
And if you get it first try, it saves 4 or 5 seconds, roughly. It's not a big time saver, but it's neat.
God, look at all this cake in the background. It's like strawberry milkshake rivers. Oh my god.
Damn it! You said milkshake. No,
I know.
Fiesel's gone.
God damn it.
Yep.
See you later.
Hazel?
All right, so that's the lollipop clip. Conveniently, the last on our thing. Should we go to tree skip? Is this the thing you were talking
We're gonna
about
go chef's-
at the beginning?
Go here.
Yeah,
This is the.
that's the big skipped
All right.
biggest time saver.
Was that the weird mushroom thing that you did, or was that something that was intentional? Because that looked weird.
It's. Wait.
Looks really weird.
It's
Thing
a little
is that-
before.
Wait, was that
before
it?
this,
That
but-
did look really weird. Oh, hang on. Oh, I gotta convert to seconds. God damn it. Alright, I think I got it. I gotta convert seconds to minutes. So, yeah, this should be about right.
Yeah. So what you do is jump on a root on the tree and that little mace thing, and you can jump on a branch that's not really supposed to be there. It's the thing to do. Found out was possible.
Is that the
After all.
treacle?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
So
shakes. He'll be back.
we figured out we can jump on the branch and go left and skip this entire section where you are inside
happens-
of a big
I
tree.
was gonna say, what,
What
like,
happens with these weird cuts? Because, like, there's the first jump bit, you can sort of see that you're jumping on something you can't see at all, and then afterwards it cuts and sort of.
The camera doesn't really want to like go along with you. It's really weird because the camera still thinks that you're on the lower path of the two.
Yeah. So that's the clip just then. And then you start running, and then you land, and then
Land back on the higher path.
and then
which-
it just warps you, and then you're at a door. Or is that the door? Did the door not
that's,
spawn?
it's not. There is no door there. You can't fool me.
Yeah, you run through
walk
what
through a
looks.
rock.
Yeah, you walk through a rock,
Yeah.
and then it goes back, and then you're in the door.
So the
what happens is that you're suddenly introducing 3D Mickey into 2D world
Oh, okay.
because you're supposed to play through that last section of the level in 2D. But since you
Oops.
go out of bounds in the 3D part, you can just go on. It's really
Wow.
finicky because
That's strange.
the camera really doesn't want to adapt, so you can't just hold left and keep going. And nothing has a hitbox anymore. That's why you just walk through the rock. And the reason why I do the big jump at the end is because if I land at that slope, which you usually supposed to run down, the game crashes. Just a hard crash. So,
Nope.
Oh, okay. I see
so
what you
you
mean here.
you
Yeah.
can barely jump. It's really scary every single time.
Yeah. So you go through the rock here, and then this jump here. You can see it moves him before he lands. That's really cool.
So, like, how much time does that save overall, just in that particular level?
Almost 30 seconds.
Damn.
That's strong.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
so it's really good.
yeah, so the way the level works or is supposed to work, or doesn't work, I guess in this case. So when he jumps up into the trees, there's actually like 6 paths and a signpost that points every way, and you're supposed to go through each path, and the signpost changes to move to a different direction each time. So you have to go through all 6 paths, and then you enter that big tree where you go into like a sub level, and then
okay, I got you.
then you're allowed to continue on.
so
what
it loops
what
you
it does is
around. I got
Yeah.
a shot. Let me get a shot of the signpost.
Yeah.
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 So that's what you're supposed to do. But if you can get everything right, like Rasmus says, it'll save maybe 30 seconds. But that's pretty significant, obviously.
It's also really cool. Even this if it's saved 2 seconds, you should do it.
Yep, agreed.
Yeah.
Because I
Yeah,
thought the
it-
video had broken, and you'd spliced your
Yep. Yeah, same.
I can see the splits on the right, and I can assure you that he didn't break the video. So. Awesome. Okay, next up we have Nadua jump. Is that the best order to do it in? Nadua jump next.
Let's see.
if you want me to do a jump, you have to divide 1,458 by 60 for me.
No, you can do the quick hits on Jack in the Blocks first.
Okay. Oh, that's the separate video. Hang on 1 second, then I will pause
That's
this.
closer in the race. No, in the run. I mean.
All right, here we go. We got that. That's working. Check it out. Yeah. Okay. Here we go.
Oh man, I should have taken that screen and put TSSB on the blocks for the title.
Yeah.
These
We
things
could
you
have been
think of
that.
it,
One of us could have been this Jack in the Box.
Ah, true.
Yeah. All right. Quick Jack in the Box kill.
Yeah. So the thing with this boss is that you can get some quick hits in on him. There are 3 different kind of quick hits. The fastest to the slowest, of course. Where the fastest saves 3 seconds. At the end of the video, you can see the fastest one. But the duo again found something interesting about this boss. It's that at least in his 3rd phase, you can kind of hit him while you're not supposed to, and you can see that in a couple of seconds in the video. It's pretty special because you can just keep bouncing on him and take his life away. But
Oh, whoops.
the thing is,
Yeah.
Wow.
the thing is, it doesn't kill him. It doesn't help at all. It just
He gets it back immediately.
yeah, he just keeps on with his cycles.
Oh, even though he's technically dead.
Yes.
That
And
is...
there, yeah.
Wait,
Now I
what?
got the
What a
quick hit right at the
shitty
end there.
boss.
Huh?
That doesn't make any sense.
Oh my god.
His health bars are
Yeah.
not tied to his actual health, but it is tied to a
crap.
separate hitbox? What?
It's really
Wow.
No thanks.
All right. I was just going to compare it to the Demon Head boss, where if like you get the last shot before he starts his cycle, he'll complete his cycle and then die. But this is taking this to an entirely new level.
He
Wow.
just keeps on going.
What?
That's quite impressive.
Wow.
As you can maybe saw at the end of the cheaty hit section, I got in a quick hit, meaning that I managed to jump on his hitbox as he was entering the box before popping up again with the springs. That saves about 3 seconds, and it's insanely hard to do.
I can see how much more ballsy this strat is than the one you did in your run that we were watching earlier.
Yeah,
This is
it
weird.
really is.
This is weird. Also, just so you guys know, the name of this file is Jack Boxman is a cheater. Is his name
Correct.
Jack Boxman?
No, we call him Jack Boxman.
It's a good name. I like it. There we go. Here we go again. This is his health disappearing. The music's quite fitting here, actually. We got like a circus sort of jingle going on.
Yeah, the
What a
music in this
cheater.
game is really good.
Although this is apparently the Dessert Factory music, so never mind me.
So I gotta go.
I gotta get me a strawberry milkshake.
And everything.
There you
Get
go.
that freaking level.
That's Jack Boxman for you right there. Okay. Right, next one. I'm gonna let this video play out a bit until the end.
Yeah, you can just move backwards on the list. With
Okay.
the 2 cycle and then the 1 cycle after.
Okay. Let's get rid of.
They're both in the same level.
There we go. Right, let's get rid of Jack Boxman. I can close that video now.
Get
Okay.
out of here, Jack.
So, what do we got next? We need to divide 803 by 60, which is 12, 13 minutes 23. Is that right?
Sure.
Something like that.
Trust your math. Go.
All right. This is
Lookie's math percent.
It's like 13 and 3/4.
this is two
He's
cycle
epic now.
currents.
Yeah, it's the 2 cycle on Storm 2, which the level is called. There's Btrim, you can actually take this one.
I can. I'm really terrible at it though.
Good.
But super just at taking this segment.
At the at the actual strategy.
All right.
So the water goes, it obviously goes up and down here, and if you're standing in it, you get pushed backwards through like, a third of the horizontal level. So you can do it in 2 phases. By what do? You wait for the bat, and then
You wait.
You get strategic jumps off bats to stay above the water. But it usually takes 3 phases.
Yeah.
Simon Belmont, that you?
There's a couple different ways to do it, and I don't recall the difference between the 2.
Yeah, one is 2 cycles, and one is roughly 1.5, a little over 1.5. The latter one is quicker by 2 seconds, but it's really, really a lot harder. Yeah.
Yeah. You can see
So is
here.
it, like, would you
You-
consider it a decent risk to reward trade-off, or is it just that
Oh, yeah.
much harder? Okay, so
Yeah, you save
it's worth
the.
going for. It's not like you're going to throw
Yeah,
away a ton of
definitely.
runs to it.
You can see here how much distance you lose when
Yeah,
you
when the water
don't
hits
get
you.
it. Yeah, coming up in a sec. There you go. Did my music
Yeah.
stop? Yeah.
That's pretty much the minimal distance you'll lose. You'll keep tumbling backwards if
If you really
if you're
hold the jump.
if you're starting to drown, basically.
Hmm.
There you go. Sorry, the music stopped. All right, and then when
Yeah, it's
yeah.
Go ahead.
No, that you go ahead.
Okay, it's more like there are 2 ways to do it, but it's more like we didn't really measure them, the difference between them.
Okay.
So
All right, and then
Until recently.
this should flow nicely into the next one, which is
I'm going to
one
kill you.
cycle vertical currents. Which
Oh.
Cannon
The one
hook.
the one cycle is something I discovered last week, the day before I got my world record. Fittingly enough, it's this vertical water current part where you're supposed to. Well, I don't think it's meant to be able to do it in one cycle, but I figured out that if you get a how should I even say it? Like you can kind of jump off the surface of the water as it comes up.
Oh,
That
yeah.
nudges you upwards just a tiny bit, and
Oh.
that if you mash really hard and get a really high jump at the end as the water goes down, you can make it first cycle.
yeah, you can see you're meant to duck
and
into
it's
these.
really, really hard.
You're meant to duck into these
Saves-
coves, I guess, on the way up.
Yeah, correct.
this is an example of
8
where,
seconds,
8 seconds.
approximately.
This is an example of where this sort of changes the gem route,
Right.
because
Oh, yeah.
above there are 5 gems you can get. So that's obviously 8 seconds is relatively easy to make up for with other gems, but yeah.
Yeah, so we gain 8 seconds by doing it, but then again we lose 7 gems. So it's something we really
it
haven't
7?
figured out. Yeah, it's 7 because you don't get
Oh,
the 2
okay.
in the.
Oh right, yeah.
I thought you were going to say, but we lose 7 seconds to gems. I was going to say, oh.
No, but you could probably lose 7 seconds to the gems later. But,
Alrighty, then.
it's so new
oh,
that we really haven't figured it out.
but you can do it, that's the important part. And for some
Yeah,
reason, you
yeah.
can jump off water. Like, I know a lot of games let you jump out of water, which I never really understood, but jumping off of it is something else. Let's see, Ninja Gaiden lets you do that. The new ones. New. They're not new ones anymore, but newer ones. Alright,
Yes.
then finally we have the famed Nadua jump, which is for
The infamous Nadua jump.
1,458 seconds. I don't know, it's like 24:10 or something. 20 something like that.
You got the swimming shuffle. I
Yeah.
hadn't noticed that.
All right.
Of course.
Does this look about right?
Yeah, that's about right.
Okay.
Perfect. So there's this like auto scroller section with the platforms, as you can see, which takes you back and forwards, and it's really slow. But Nadu have figured out, and probably someone else, that you can just jump from this top right platform. Just skip half of the auto scroller.
Wow.
And it's really, really, really stupid because you can only make that jump, I don't know, a fraction of the time if you even try. I don't know. It's
So how come it's so hard? Because it looks like there's a few pixels left on the platform and left on either platform for you to make it.
Yeah.
Is it just that you don't normally go this far?
yeah, I don't know.
So
I'm pretty sure it's momentum based.
yeah, if you edge right up to the you shuffle right up to the edge of that last platform, you still might not make it. Like it.
It's really weird.
That's why we think it's based on some momentum, because you're more likely to get it if you do a short jump off of the previous platform before you do the yeah.
Dude, I love that strutting. I know that's not the
Yeah.
trick, but
Just like walking and whistling.
the
That is
walk
pretty good.
animation strut is amazing.
Yeah.
Look at it. Alright. So yeah, so it's not as easy as it looks.
Oh no, definitely not.
I can
mean,
just
it-
imagine Nadua playing this, and he'd just taken a break from Mega Man, and then he comes to this level, and he's like, "No, you don't. No, no."
Yep.
No.
Well, can we get a GIF of
Yeah,
that Mickey
it's
walking animation?
it's coming to the point where I've developed superstition. That's why I don't pick up any of the gems around. I feel it's more likely to make that jump if I don't pick up the gems.
I kind of want to make a segment for this show called Superstitions, because every game has these, and they're usually hilarious. And speedrunners are pretty not superstitious people generally, but they'll no, in real life, in day-to-day
think so.
things, like they're not very superstitious in lots of things. But when it comes to speedrunning, their superstitions are completely ridiculous, and they know this. They're fully aware that it's ridiculous, but it doesn't matter. I kind of want to hear
The
that.
superstitions are so real, though.
Yeah, exactly.
I was talking about it. Some people with the Metal Gear Rising ones jump in a circle, spin in a circle on the ground. If you jump, it doesn't work. You have to jump. No, you don't jump. Stuff like that. Yeah. Oh boy. All right. Anything else to mention? We got some random glitch things. I'm gonna, if you bear with me, I'm gonna try and capture these. I'm not sure.
Yeah, they're
how
worth
I'm gonna
it.
do- Yeah. Let me give that a go. Guess you're gonna have to bear with me a sec. I'm gonna stop this video. Let's give that Alright, let's see. We're gonna make a new window. That's not what I wanted to do. I'm gonna be over here. We're gonna do that. I'm gonna add another scene. When Twitch wants to load. So...
Hey.
Well, we're waiting on Twitch. Do you want to set
That's
up?
alright. Everybody here is familiar with that.
Do you want to set up any of these glitches as they're coming up?
If you're loading in the first one, that's like probably the best glitch I've come across in this game.
We'll get into it.
As we mentioned earlier, with the treescape, you have 3D Mickey in 2D world. This glitch that we're hopefully seeing soon is 2D Mickey in 3D world. And I have no idea what happened or what caused it or anything. It's just the weirdest thing ever.
Alright, here we go. We got it. Somewhat. Yeah, we got it.
Yeah, I tried to jump over the boulder and it transported me back to the start of the level, but it forgets to change the the camera orientation, because the level is kind of changed like a big L. And it's, yeah, I don't even know.
This is him back at the start.
and the movement is unbelievable.
It almost looks like that's intentional, the way you go into a little gap, though. Look. That's fantastic.
Yeah, you gotta fast forward to when I unpause.
Yeah. Yeah, you're there. You were there. We're there.
Yeah, just look at, like, I'm holding left and right just to see how to move, and you just can't because there's invisible walls. So I kind of can't walk forward. So I start doing the shuffle.
Dude,
and
Shadow
it
the
just looks
Hedgehog right here.
amazing.
He's rollerblading.
Yeah.
Sadly, I died to that
Oh.
armor, but yeah, it's
Let's go watch
after
that again.
hours.
Yes, let's.
At the end, you see how it's supposed to be.
Yeah.
I can just imagine you try to move here. It's like, I can see you pressing everything.
Yeah, it's unbelievable.
I'm surprised you were able to jump on that
Yeah.
armor that was coming
Yeah.
after you.
I was lucky.
Oh, I can't believe that guy killed you. This is the level normally here. Wow, yeah, you can see it. That's fantastic. I want to see that skating one more time. Here.
Yeah, the skating is amazing.
All right. Next video.
Flicky mouse shimmy.
Hopefully this lines up nicely.
He's doing the Mickey shuffle.
There we go.
Yeah.
Yep,
Alright.
and Mickey Shuffle.
Oh my god, we're back into Oh no, we're not. Okay.
Yes.
All right.
Yeah, Btrim, you can talk about this one.
No, the dolphin.
Oh yeah. So, because I have been playing the Master System version since I was 9.
Oh.
When I got this game, or when this game was announced, I was really happy and excited. So I bought it and played it day one, and then this happened to me in my first playthrough,
Oh God.
and I was
Mickey,
amazed.
no.
That's fantastic.
And you just you keep going, and like you start to see lights and things.
This is a minute.
But yeah, I was looking for a way out, but I never found it. I was like, oh, is this gonna take me to the end of the level? Like, what's gonna happen here?
So you
And
just-
then immediately after my first playthrough, I loaded the leaderboards and the game crashed. So it's good.
Nice.
It's quality.
It happened to me on my second playthrough.
Yeah.
You can see this. He fell through this tiny little gap between the books. There's this tiny little gap between the books, and he fell through that. Then got crushed by the books and started moving, and then like
Yep.
immediately. There's no cut here. That immediately happens.
Wow.
And then there's a bunch of darkness.
The
just
castle of
falling out of
illusion is real.
Yeah.
Yep. The game is sometimes an illusion. Yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna say the code is an illusion.
Really is.
Go.
Collision detection is an illusion.
That's fantastic. All right. Next one. Let's go. Oh, okay. You'll have to make do with this terrible capture.
Well, we'll try.
There you go. All right, Rasmus. This is another one of your ones.
Yeah, it's just like a tiny thing that happened at the start of the second library level, where I accidentally got a super jump off the first enemy, and another one on the second enemy, and I just clipped through the ceiling. Really.
Wait, did that? That must have saved
Yeah, I
time,
haven't-
right?
It probably does, but I haven't been able to reproduce it.
Wow.
So yeah, there's a thing in the game called super jumps, which you haven't mentioned previously. Don't really know exactly how it works, but it's something with the timing of the jumps. And for some reason, I just clipped through the ceiling, and yeah,
That's incredible.
This happened to somebody in chat today, so you need to get up with them and just like do some strap finding.
Oh, wow, yeah.
Oh, you didn't Cliffy got stuck. Yeah, I thought you were gonna get stuck.
Yeah,
You can see how you hang.
Yeah.
Getting stuck there happens fairly often, but clipping through is...
Yeah.
Yeah, I've never had that happen.
You can see the hang here. Full on. I thought you were gonna get stuck in there.
Yep.
Nope. Alright. Let me get the next one up while I sneeze, because that's gonna happen any second.
Yes, excuse me. Oh.
Bless you.
Yes.
I
I like
tried to
that
get
when
away in time. I tried to get away. I couldn't.
When you jump and grab onto the chain on the lamp turns off. I think that's cool.
Yeah, that is a nice touch. Oh man, Delicious Land is back.
Just barely.
Right.
Yeah.
This
They're
is...
going inside of
A book with a chef's hat. There's got to be food in there too.
Oh boy, we're back at this bottle. Uh-oh.
It's the same sort of level, but for some reason, Mickey gets turned around, and
Whoops.
he doesn't really know what to do.
For better health, drink your milk.
Yeah, it happens sometimes. You
Help.
start the level and you're stuck behind the bottle.
Oh.
Use Mickey.
Nice.
Have to restart the level completely to fix it.
Oh god, more lights.
You can just go out of bounds again.
These blue lights are fantastic.
They're looking for you.
Mickey has left the boundaries of the game.
So to show you that here again, he literally does nothing. Look,
It just happens randomly.
Just like that, you know what?
What's
Screw
the
it. You're not
timer?
getting the speed out of here.
instead of falling out of the bottle, he falls
Fall out of
towards the
bounds.
bottle the other way around.
Yeah.
Look. Into
Well,
the
the
bottle.
floor's all wet. He slipped.
Yeah.
And there he's inside the
Oh,
ground.
son of a. Oh,
Fantastic.
now I'm over here.
Alright, and
The shadow. You just pushed him.
last one. We have the wall glitch that screws up your run. Another magic toilet brush video. Alright, what do we got here?
I'm trying to remember which one it is. I'm pretty sure it's in the... Oh yeah. What he does is accidentally do a super jump off the bat and cut through the ceiling. And yeah, it's another thing that just happens. I'm
Oh,
not
so
been able
long.
to reproduce it. I've tried for hours on end to reproduce that glitch, but yeah.
Wow.
And it won't let him
So-
back
so random.
through the ground.
Incredible.
Oh yeah, this game is a lot of fun sometimes.
So
I've been so convinced to play this game. I don't think I've been... I don't think I wanted to play a game we've had on the show this badly in a while. It might just
Should
be the
play through it.
music. It might just be the music, but I think it's all
No,
these
it's definitely
glitches
the
and
music.
Desert Land.
Yeah, Desert Land.
Look at the way
You
he
should play through it and
disappears.
join our weekly races.
Oh.
Okay.
I'll try one time. Alright, check this out. He just
Jumps
disappears.
onto bat. Gone.
Disappears. Fantastic.
Dang.
What's a blind playthrough? How long does that take?
An hour.
An hour? Will I die?
Yeah.
Like, will I game over and screw up?
Probably.
No.
Yeah,
First
but
playing something, what do you
game
mean?
game
Actually-
over is just you go back to the start of the level.
Alright, I might do it. I might blind it one day with you guys.
See you see
Okay.
you next Sunday.
Alright, guys, so while this video plays one last time, let's get your opinions or your how to learn the game informations. 3 easy steps.
Btrim can take it.
Play the game. So
Mhm.
like Flicky.
Yep.
And just play it. That's the first step.
It only
Step
takes an hour,
one,
apparently.
Like Flicky.
Yep.
Takes about an hour. That's not long. You can
Well,
do
okay,
that.
not play it like Flicky because he might never play it. So,
Zing 4.
so play it.
Yeah.
Honestly, just look at the world record videos for the gems, and and kind of get a feel for it. And you can kind of learn the skips from those as well, but you're probably going to need to ask the community for help, which, you know, if you stop by and say, when any of us is streaming and say, hey, can you help me do this? We'll either help you or say, oh, ask so-and-so. Usually so-and-so is going to be Rasmus. But,
you're going to get stuck in a hold queue line or an office style line of, yeah, ask him,
That's
he'll
fine.
know. Yeah, no,
That's fine.
no, you don't want to ask me, you want to ask this guy, he'll know. Alright, okay, I'll go ask him.
That might happen, yeah.
He would know, but he's out of town, so why do you ask this guy?
And then the last step is to join the weekly races.
You could save a step, for the audience, and play the game in
Right.
a weekly race.
You could do that
Yeah.
too. Yep.
2 steps in
Please
one.
do. It's a lot of fun.
Yeah. So,
Yeah, it'll only take you. It'll take you about an hour, maybe a little longer, and then the second time you should be around 50 minutes, like 40 to 50 minutes, something like that.
nice. Alright.
Second or third time, I should say. I mean, it depends. It depends on how quickly you can learn mechanics and things.
Sweet.
And then you'll
I-
be down in the 30s within a few weeks.
How much does this game cost, is the next question.
Probably, well, like official retail price is probably $14.99 on Steam.
Okay. But if
US
I buy it
dollars.
from a Russian keygen website,
Right. Right.
on
I don't know.
on those grey market sites where
Yeah.
Steam price is £40 and the Russian website is charging you $9.99.
Yeah, it's often on sale.
Yeah.
I think it was as low as. Was it as low as $7.50 or even cheaper?
Probably. Steam
Yeah,
sales.
something
During-
like that.
Yeah, Steam sales, like it goes pretty cheap. And then if for some reason you wanted to play it on Android or iOS, it's probably pretty cheap there too.
I
Nice.
think it's $1 on iOS.
Boy, I'll get my
Yeah.
practice in on iOS.
If you wanted to, I don't know how much it costs on PSN or XBLA though.
Alright, cool. Okay, are there any last things you'd like to say before we do records?
I don't think so.
Cool.
Just join the weekly race. It's a lot of fun.
Yeah, if I'm gonna do it, you guys can at least do it. Those are at, if I recall correctly, 5 p.m. Eastern on Sundays.
Right.
Yeah, so that's 10 p.m. GMT, 11. Yeah,
There's
11
even time to get
p.m.
back in time for Sunday sequence break.
There is, exactly. And I just realised I won't be able to join those races because I'm busy in those hours. But, you know, there's no excuse for the audience. There's no excuse for them. Alrighty. Are you guys both sticking around for records? Are you good for the records sticking
Sure.
around for?
Yep.
Lovely. For those of you who do not know, records, we do these every week. You can submit these records on our lovely website, which we never plug enough, tssbreak.com. There is a submit form where you can submit your runs there. Please do that. That's what all these lovely people did. Then preferably whip up a nice highlight video for us and we'll show it. If not, give us some...
We don't know about your records unless you tell us about them.
Yeah,
so
exactly.
We're only a few people.
Yep. You know, you can either whip up your own highlight video or throw it on YouTube and give us some timestamps and we'll get it out there. So there you go. We've just like these lovely people have done, which I'm going to do when I can move this box. All right. Okay.
Right.
First off, we have Advanced Wars, and I'm going to stop the Castle of Illusion music because that's going to clash. There you go. Feasel, could you take this one while I figure stuff out?
Sure, no problem. So, Advance Wars Dual Strike. This is for the DS, by the way. Any percent is the run in 1 hour 46 minutes 50 seconds by Frozair, who says this is an improvement by 2 minutes over the previous record. To be honest, I wasn't even caring about this run at first, so it was a no reset run. I was 40 seconds behind after the first 10 missions, and somehow I was ahead on the next mission by being very lucky. After that, I lost a minute by getting bad RNG, which you cannot manipulate, unlike other Advance Wars or Fire Emblem games. However, the rest of the run was very solid overall, although slower just in case I'm not doing any fatal mistakes anymore. Beating this run can be problematic as two things occurred that never happened before. If I cannot get it again, I'm bound to lose 2 minutes alone. Getting those back will be very hard as I have to get above average RNG and simply not messing up in the early game. Yeah, it's always nice to have something go, irreproducibly right in a run where you've kind of, a little so-so about how you felt about the early game.
Yeah.
But then there's no beating it because you got to figure out how to reproduce that.
Yeah.
Good stuff. And an hour 46 game.
Really cool game too. Well, at
Yeah,
least
it
the
looks
other
pretty
Advance Wars were, so I'm going to assume this one's great too. I'm enjoying the music too.
Advance Wars has some good music.
Alright. Highlights to power in there.
That's fine. We can watch it.
Yeah, this seems like one of those soundtracks that's going to get us dinged on the YouTube YouTube
so.
copy protection.
Yeah, the copy
Son of
protection.
a biscuit.
Did I tell you, speaking of that, Pipe wanted me to get a screenshot of the the Twitch protection copyright error form saying claim. For some reason, Twitch needed one, and Pipe wanted me to get it for him. And so he found a video of mine with it on and asked me to, screenshot it and send it to him, which I did. And interestingly, so the example image that Twitch now use is a false claim where it wasn't actually copyrighted music, it was music from the game itself. The first video Twitch found that they used for that is a false claim.
Nice.
Fantastic.
At least it's not as bad as the YouTube. We have like a bunch of hits on the YouTube that are all like obviously fraudulent. I disputed them all, and YouTube responds and says, "Well, the person who made the claim says that they don't want to take the claim down. So tough." That's how it is.
So suck it.
Right, yeah. That's that. There's some dude claiming all these Sega ones, isn't it? I think.
Right.
Yeah, something like that.
All right. We
PJ.
have. Oh.
Wait.
Oh.
Based on the first line of this comment, PJ should take this one.
Okay.
Oh God.
Oh boy. All right. Let's go for it.
All right.
You can
Yep.
do it.
So this is Alien Swarm for PC. Solo Brutal ILs by Onan in 1256. He says, a random Russian guy on the Steam forum challenged me to improve my ILs, so I did. The biggest improvements come from some already known strategies that I either thought were patched out but weren't, or just never found in the depths of YouTube. But I also did some rerouting myself and found a few really high-risk strats that shaved off a good amount of time in some levels. More importantly, I finally got the speedrun achievement on Residential, which used to be impossible to get solo. Nice.
Wow.
Some of the levels still have room for improvement because of how low success rate the strats are. Also, it turns out my sewer junction run is 1 second behind the world record. Again, buried in the depths of YouTube. So I'll have to find a way to beat that time eventually.
See, PJ, you're not the only person contacted by Russia.
That's true. I should check my spam folder, though, because they may have sent one to me.
Yeah.
So do you do everything that random Russian people tell you to do?
Always,
you
yep.
should.
Hey,
Absolutely.
install
Random
this
Russian guy.
program. Okay.
Sure.
Sure, why not?
It's an emulator that has 0 lag in netplay. Oh,
Nice.
fine, yeah.
Cool.
Sure, I'll install
Dude,
this.
why is it so big?
Yeah, it says definitely not malware.exe.
Yeah, and everything's
Oh,
in
it's an
Cyrillic
acronym.
text. No, just to reiterate though, you absolutely should. Anytime a Russian challenges you to something, you should. You never know what those Russians are hiding. The secretive, like, hidden Russian tech. I'm sure it's out there.
Speed tech.
Yeah.
It is out there.
Look at that. What the hell was that? You should not be able to do that in Alien Swarm. It's a top-down shooter. How does that...
Shut up. This Alien Swarm Gauntlet Edition.
What?
Hey, Gauntlet was a top-down shooter too, and bad
Exactly
things
my
happened
point.
to that.
Damn, that was a hell of a skip.
Mm-hmm.
Boy, I haven't watched this one because Onin made this highlight video for us. So I literally just re-rendered it and made sure it wasn't obnoxiously loud or anything and then went with it. So I didn't actually watch it. I'm quite glad I got to see that on the show. Out of bounds in a
It's
top-down
kind of
shooter.
insane.
Nice, dude. Alright. Okay. I didn't mute it. Alright, next one. This is, this is a TV show, right? We had this discussion before. This is an American...
It's a series of children's books.
Yeah,
Oh,
It's a book series.
It's a book series.
Yeah.
Okay, Btrim, you have a B in your name. This has B's in its name. It's American. I'm pretty sure you're American. You might be Canadian, but I don't think you are.
No.
How about it?
Canada's still part of North America.
How about it?
No. Don't you remember Flicky's continent discussion from a few
my
weeks
bad.
ago?
Yeah, it was
Yeah, there were
incontinent.
3
It's from the
continents.
continent of Eastern Europe.
There's a lot of continents. The UK is the best continent.
Fantastic.
Alright, go for it. Let's go.
All right, this is Berenstain Bears Camping Adventure on Genesis. Any percent in 5 minutes 44 seconds by Dark Fox 36. Improved the previous record by 15 seconds. I still haven't found a way to influence the glitch at the end of the run, so every run is still a coin toss. That sounds fun.
Oh, he told me about this. As I recall, there's a 50% chance you just skip the last level of the game.
What?
So
All
it's
right.
reverse Cheetah Man.
Like, I'm pretty sure it's like there's a 50% chance the last level just doesn't load.
Need a Chen.
Like it just doesn't load.
Yeah, that's what he says here. Yeah, you get to the end and like the last level doesn't load and goes straight to credits.
Well,
Yeah. All right. Hey, this one. I wanna.
Hey, what one?
I wanna do this one. I played this
Okay, go
game.
do it.
I finished this
Get 'em.
game. I have a little story about this game. Perfect. This is. I'm not sure I'm on the right page of things. Firstly, this music I don't think it's from the actual this Bionicle game, but this is Bionicle Tales of the Tohonga, or as it was called in Europe, Lego Bionicle. This is an 80% in 2405 by Vibex, and what we're seeing now here is where I got stuck as a kid and I couldn't get past this stage. That's why I added this to the clip. Anyway, he says this game sucks. I disagree. I'll just be upfront about that. There's absolutely no reason to play it casually. It's great, but from a speedrun perspective, the terribleness of this game, greatness of this game, makes it pretty interesting. You need to manage the unreliable amazing hit detection, and the RNG of the AI. This run itself is pretty terrible, so much time to be saved, but since I'm the only one running it, I'm not motivated enough. But I did have a perfect green bug fight, pretty sure it's the only second time I've done that, so that was hype. Yeah, I had this game as a kid. I bought it because they had the Bionicle toys, which were like humanoid guys with power masks and cool weapons and that, and
Yeah.
I was like
Yeah,
super
Bionicles are
yeah,
sweet.
I was
Yeah,
super
man.
excited about this game, and then you play as a little dude who's not really an actual Bionicle, and like I kind of was
Because how's
like,
the GBA going to animate a freaking Bionicle? Look
yeah,
at
but well, anyway, I got kind of annoyed. I got stuck at those scorpions, and I also found it very funny that not just this guy said, but PJ also said Bionicles with an S on. Because I remember when I was a kid, every time a parent would say it in the same way that they would say like PlayStation and Xbox and confuse those, they would say Bionicles, and all the kids were like, "Mom, it's Bionicle Jesus." So,
But I was talking about the plural of the action figure guys.
no, there's
Yeah.
no.
Which are called Bionicle.
No, Bionicle's the name of the series. The things weren't called Bionicle themselves, were
Yeah, they
they?
were.
No, they weren't.
Yeah, they were.
They were called like something else. They had a proper
I'll show
law
you we're
name.
called something
Anyway, I bet Vibex didn't expect one of us to have played this game when he submitted it.
Yep, joke's on him. We've heard
Yeah.
of something this week.
Yeah. All right.
Um, So, wait, hold on,
Oh,
real quick.
yeah.
Because this belongs in the C's. Mech Richter told me that for the first time in 100 years, Rom Scout doesn't have the record
Yeah,
for Soten
He
anymore.
doesn't.
Yeah.
Someone else took it.
Yeah, Dragon Ball, or Dragon Blitz, sorry, beat his time by 1 second, and then after that, Ben Outen? Ben Naughton? Not sure how to pronounce.
Ben Auton, or something like that.
Ben Auton. He got a 17:10, which is 5 seconds faster than Rom Scout and 4 faster than Dragon Blitz.
Was there new
So,
tech
yeah.
found? Is that why 2 people suddenly beat
Well, there is
Ron
now.
Scout?
I think it's just a whole bunch of little stuff.
Okay.
I don't think there's like one new huge skip, but I might be wrong.
I think the real reason is actually that when they realized about the new SGDQ location, they started spamming in the forum, wiling up a storm that Minneapolis is going to destroy speedrunning, so they could step in while Rom Scout was distracted and steal his Soten records.
Wow,
That's
that's
true.
clever.
Yeah.
From what
I've
Ron was
been
saying, they
panicking
skip a couple
because-
more level ups, which does actually save like chunk of time and stuff like that as well.
Yeah.
There's a
Oh,
bunch
yeah,
of little just
that's
mini
right.
optimizations now.
Yeah. Unfortunately for them, Rom Scout hasn't been practicing, so that means it's gonna be a first run world record.
Nice.
But yeah, Ram Scout's now in 3rd place, which is interesting. So
That's
Soton's gonna
new.
be heating up.
Not the record holder, but 3rd.
Yeah, 2 places down.
All right. Okay.
King is dead. Long live the king.
We
All right.
have a long Disney thing written here. We're gonna leave it. I know there's quite a lot of Disney things to read, but we're gonna see
I
how
can read
much
it.
you
It's
can
alright.
read in this thing. Fiesel, do you want to do it?
Sure, why not?
Let's go.
Let's try it.
Right.
It was Holy Sweet Mother of Disney. I actually pulled this off. Basically, a true 100% requires 3 full playthroughs due to there being mutually exclusive rewards and quest lines, depending on your story choices. Instead, I decided to get as much as I could in one single playthrough. 123 of 135 quests completed and 268 of 290 collectibles acquired. This run's got a little bit of everything. Luck, sequence breaks, tricky jumps, death warps, one long dedicated grinding session, abusing autosave triggers to make said grinding session shorter than it should be, cleaning out entire stores with the collectibles in one shopping trip, grabbing mutually exclusive rewards on the same playthrough, glitching a quest to get a duplicate of its reward, completing multiple quests at once, while also doing a grab the checkpoints race, fighting a boss one way, then backtracking to grab the reward for completing it an entirely different way, stacking cutscenes so they play at the same time. Oh, I like that one.
Ooh.
Triggering an event flag so I can come back 4 hours later and grab what's supposed to be an exclusive reward for failing a quest that I already completed, etc., etc. Basically, the only thing it's really missing is a wrong warp. There's already one of those in any percent.
You could just do it for fun then.
Right, you could just wrong warp for the heck of it then. I'm very happy with this time. I even managed to squeak out a sub 6 hour RTA, and I'm even happier that I got an in-game time of 5:23. I won't be touching this category again until... I lost the page. Where are we at? Until April, simply because I won't have 6 hours to myself until then. But I'm sure we can cut this down to 5:15 in-game. That would be really cool.
I just wanted to say there's a section in this where he reruns a race and he speeds it up, and he plays an admittedly very funny sped up version of the City Escape song from Sonic Adventure. But because of how finicky Twitch has been lately with muting our VODs, I didn't want to play it, so I'm sorry I muted it while it ran, but that's what that was. I admit I laughed my ass off when
Oh,
it
I get
happened in the thing, but I'm too worried that Twitch are gonna be evil and mute us, so I had to mute it for you guys, I'm sorry. Just imagine this ridiculous chipmunk version of that song. Alright, Felix the Cat. Now, we have here something. Do you know what's particularly interesting about this Felix the Cat? Not just Felix the Cat, but the runner Felix the Cat. I'm going to say this is Felix the Cat. This is the Game Boy NE% 1217 by Moolah, I believe that's what it's written here. Moolah. Played on GameCube, Game Boy Player. Although region doesn't matter, it's an EU cartridge. Not what's interesting about this is that Moolah, amongst 2 other people, have finally ended Bangera and my search for a Dutch-speaking Belgian speedrunner that isn't Bangera.
Well done.
We've been looking for about 1.5 years for some, and they've all propped up at once, and Moolah is one of those, so there you go. And he plays Game Boy games exactly like Bangera does. So it's a match made in heaven, really. 2 Dutch-speaking Belgians, probably both waffle fans, mussels fans, fries fans, and beer fans, and they both play Game Boy games. Chocolate
tunes.
stereotypes
Do
we do?
they have diamonds in Belgium?
Antwerp.
Oh yeah, of
Do they
course,
have diamonds
of
in
course.
Belgium?
Shut up. You know what I meant. Yeah, but there you go.
I
Shout
actually
out.
have a friend who's a Dutch-speaking Belgian as well.
Do you? Is that a
We
speedrunner?
should get them all together.
We should.
Also 6'7". He's a pretty tall guy.
Oh my god, that is tall. But anyway,
That it's not as tall as 6'9" though.
oh yeah,
Oh,
that's
yeah, you're right.
That's, although that was a metric. That's a metric 6'9", so it's
Yeah.
really like 4 feet.
So shout outs to all the lovely runners in Flanders, wherever you may be. Thank you for letting me come drink your beer, eat your chocolate, eat your fries, and so on.
Steal all your diamonds.
Yeah. Well, now I'm going to start stealing them. I didn't know they were there before.
Now that I reminded him
Now
of
you
Antwerp.
reminded me there are diamonds in Antwerp. Alright, okay, next up we have Ghouls and Ghosts, which I believe PJ should take.
Yeah, I should take this.
Please.
Why don't you take?
All right, this is Ghouls and Ghosts Arcade. I think he's still playing on MAME right now.
Yes.
Um,
I believe you said that, right?
Yeah, he did order a board though, so we'll see some runs on hardware. Aqua says 2 runs for us, any percent hardest and any percent hardest deathless. So hardest with death abuse is 1549, and he says hardest difficulty is mostly the same except from more frequent random enemy spawns and more aggressive RNG from projectile shooting enemies. So really, the things that you don't want is more frequent. That's good. Only a couple strats are altered for safety here, but I still want to improve this because hardest makes the game a tad more exciting. And then he also did a deathless run in 1609. He says, same deal as the hardest submission, but this time no deaths.
Wait, you can shoot
I
up?
really just... What's that?
You can shoot up.
In the arcade when you can shoot up.
Yeah. No, in any ghouls and ghosts, you can shoot up.
Wait,
and
what?
down.
Oh my god.
Not super ghouls and ghosts,
Oh, okay.
just ghouls and ghosts. So this one, the Genesis version, well, I don't know, there's like 20 ports, and I haven't tested all of them.
You can do it on the Master System one too.
Nice. Best version.
And you can do it in Genesis and Super Graphics. So,
Super graphics.
TurboGrafx?
Turbo
no,
graphics.
Super Graphics.
Wait, what's the
Super
super graphics?
graphics.
Super
It's an even better one.
Graphics.
What's
There were
the-
only
shoot down,
7
too.
games released for it.
What is that? Is it also made by the same company?
Japanese exclusive PC engine,
Oh.
of course. Yep.
I didn't even know. Like, I seriously thought you were just making that up.
No, Super Graphics.
That's
it's,
pretty
it's
amazing.
Legit. It's a really good port too.
Huh.
Anyway, so he continues his comment. With Deathless, I am unable to use suicides to my advantage in the run, which I normally would do if I had made a mistake in some places to get the armor back. The suicide in stage 5 that makes a tentacle not spawn is not present, so I take a little extra time in loop 2, stage 1, getting through safely. Yeah, this game does have, like, it adjusts the difficulty based on how well you're doing. So, the longer you go without dying, the more spawns you get.
Ah.
And in stage 1, there are like these weird vine things. And if you play through Deathless in stage 5 of the previous loop, then stage 1 of the next loop will have extras of those, and it's a really huge pain.
Look
So,
at right.
yeah.
Rasmus.
What?
Great
So
golf.
now we have Great Golf or the Master System.
Move over
It's
Mario
stroke
Golf.
play mode in 22:45 by me, and I wrote "We be stroking."
He did.
I just sat down on Friday and decided to just beat.
I
try
thought you were
to
going to
beat
say
the
stroke.
yeah, do some stroke play. I just decided to do some
I
stroke
mean, I was
play.
already cracking up. Like the 12-year-old in my brain was looking at the category beat stroke play mode and dying as.
Yep.
It's like commas. There need to be commas between those, don't they? Beat,
Yeah.
comma,
Yeah.
stroke,
Exclamation
comma,
points.
play, comma. Yeah. So
Yeah, I found a YouTube video of playthrough slash previous world record of like 26 minutes. So I decided to beat it, and I beat it by 4 minutes approximately. So
nice.
pretty happy with it. It can be improved, but it stands for a while.
Gilda.
It depends if Btrim wants to take it from me.
No.
You're right.
Gilda, so you know about this B-movie thing I've been doing?
Oh, I remember you mentioning.
Yeah.
Yes.
So we have 2 Bram Stoker Dracula movies, and one of us misspoke and said Bram Stoker, which has then very quickly become the name for these movies, Bram Stoker.
Wait. None of you took the step further and said Dram Stroker?
I
'Cause
said
that's
Dram Stroker. I said Dram Stroker, but it kind of took the sexuality away and made it just purely romantic. But we were talking about it, and we thought everyone was in on this and knew that Bram Stoker was the actual author and Bram Stoker was the joke name until today Oasis says, man, I find it really funny because I can't think of the name Bram Stoker without thinking about stroking you know what. We're like, did you not did you not twig that that's what the name already is? Oh, it is? Oh, okay.
Yep. GG.
Bram Stoker.
Well,
Good luck watching or seeing the book Dracula Anywhere without thinking of Bram Stoker now.
I would bet that there is probably a porno somewhere called
there
Bram
is.
Stoker's Dracula.
This is
right?
why
There's
I
gotta
haven't.
be.
Yeah.
This is why
Yeah,
I
it's
haven't
definitely-
Googled it yet.
probably a smarter move.
Bram Stoker. All right. Moving on, we have Herc's Adventure. I'll take this one. This one's quite short and sweet, just like me, right? Right, guys? Yeah, cool.
Yeah.
Before anyone
Absolutely.
comes in and agrees, we got this is a PS1 PAL game, any percent in 107.28 by Chafu. It says new year, new route, new attempts, new PB, new world record for now. So hopefully you don't have to wait till the next year to do new stuff. But I didn't know this game, but I feel like this is a cartoon or a book series or something. Like now I when I watch the clip and seeing Herc, like a girl called Herc, it's a thing, right? This is a tie-in.
I don't know.
Is it?
Yeah, sorry, you lost me.
Btrim, you've been helping me out all day today.
I have no idea.
Oh, shoot. Rasmus long shot.
Wait, you said this is PS1 PAL. This is
Yeah.
definitely up your alley.
Yeah, dude.
None of us silly Americans know anything
Well,
about
I don't know
that.
if it would be European. It might be European, but like, I have a feeling that there was a thing like this.
Caveman says it's a good game.
Oh yeah,
I'm
that'll
not
do
sure
it.
if that's
It looks good.
trustworthy or.
It looks good.
That's
Oh, there's
does,
two different
yeah.
characters. This is the female one. Says bag the tea.
Oh, okay. All right. So, I don't know. I feel like Herc might be a thing. But yeah, it looks cool. I was partly hoping that it was the Hercules game and they just got a weird title for it, but this
Yeah.
is just as good, honestly.
Hercules: The Legendary Journeys.
Yeah. No, not that one. No, the
Oh.
Disney's Hercules.
Oh.
But yeah, it looks really cool. I watched through the clip and then let Fees will make the highlight instead. And yeah, it looked really cool. So good job, Chafu. I'm intrigued again, but I've got Mickey to play this week. Sorry. Is M not mute? It is. Okay. Okay. Oh, we got little Samson as well. Who wants this? Gilda, have
Like
you
it.
read one yet? I don't think you have.
No, I have not.
Oh, okay, there you go. Sorry.
Got Little Samson on the NES, any percent easy, 955.64 by X Dragon 95. Says he found a new OOB in the Cyan Mage stage that saves a huge amount of time compared to the old one. Despite that, this run was shit, and improvements to this and probably all Little Samson records will be coming soon, as I'm practicing for the Speedrun Central Marathon happening soon. So yeah,
10 out of 10 comment. It hits upon everything.
yep, pretty much.
Actual explanation plus this run is shit.
Yeah, can't argue.
I don't know, I still enjoyed the comment that said insert in-depth technical thing that no one can understand.
Oh yeah, yeah, that was a good one.
That was good.
Congrats, X Dragon.
Yeah,
Dude, I love Little
congratulations.
Samson. So,
Yeah, more Little Samson is definitely what we need. This
Yeah.
game's awesome.
You finally
is.
got to the point. Oh my god, I wasn't expecting to be that short. Finally got to the point where
That's what.
I don't need to be reminded which one this is. Like, I know which one Little Samson is and which one Little Nemo is now, so I'm good.
mhm.
Actually, I'm not certain on which one Little Nemo is, but I know which one Little
apparently
Samson
this run is now invalid. Dragon, what's the new time?
Oh,
It's invalid.
good job.
Been invalidated.
Been invalidated. Did you know
Found
that?
another
Another
OOB.
odd
Oh,
bounce.
good news.
Nice.
Nice.
Excellent.
I remember when the Little Samson episode happened, and all you guys were like, "Nope, zips are impossible, never gonna happen." And then that week you did them.
Yep.
I'm glad it took us to convince you to try them.
Yeah, do
All
it.
right. This
We
is
will now take credit for all Little Samson runs.
this is something. Now, before I play this clip, I want you to imagine that the mustache is a mouth. Okay, and you're gonna watch this whole clip like that. This is Panic Restaurant. Fiesel, could you do this one for us?
Better mute my mic.
Sure. I
Oh,
would
it is a
love to.
mouth. Never mind.
Is it?
It is. I thought
It's
it
not
was
a mustache.
Oh, I thought it was a mustache. Why did I think it was? Okay. No. Okay. Hang on.
Now imagine
Damn
the
it.
mouth
Now
is a
imagine the
mustache.
mouth is a mustache.
Right.
What? No,
Oh.
not nearly as funny.
Oh, god damn it. I watched
Okay, so this is. Well, go ahead.
No, you go.
All right.
Like you already ruined it.
Yeah, it's
sure.
too late. All I see is a mustache now. Well, okay, Panic Restaurant for the Famicom. 14:39 by Eggman is the new time. It says, this run was almost thrown away when I thought I was 6 seconds behind my PB, but then realized I actually had live split set to best segments and not personal best, and I was really 12 seconds ahead. That's good surprise.
Yeah.
This beats the old record I could find by 28 seconds, and I could clean up a few sections to possibly drop it another 4 to 5 seconds. The Japanese version of this game is fairly different from the US version due to a complete sprite change for the main character and different power-up placement. Yeah, I'm pretty sure the US version character has a mustache, doesn't he?
He's an old
Right.
dude.
He's an old dude, because I remember the cover, if someone wants to link the cover art,
Yeah, the cover is.
it'll give you
legendary.
nightmares.
Terrifying.
Please add a disclaimer not click it if you plan to ever sleep again.
Yeah, I was gonna say, if you
That
need sleep
explains
this
why
evening,
I thought it was a mustache.
planning to go to work tomorrow or anything like that,
Right.
That explains that.
Anyway, so sprite change for the main character and different power-up placement, which I guess that must make a difference. The main strategies throughout this run include always trying to jump and attack, because
it's
attacking
this
on the
one.
ground stops your movement. Lots of lag reduction wherever possible, despawning enemies by keeping coins from other enemies on screen, and getting rid of the jumping fork in stage 5 because it's awful, bonking into ceilings before dropping off ledges because it accelerates your fall speed. I almost had a heart attack making 2 very tight jumps in the final stage. Anyway, yeah, Panic Restaurant, it's a lot of fun. We've played this one on SGL before, I think more than once. It's a really fun game, very accessible, and not too long. I recommend this game.
Yeah, this game is totally legit.
it is.
Yeah,
There you go.
it's just that cover art is too good.
If
Yeah,
you
the cover art
notice
is,
if you notice the icons that were hearts are now the cover art as well. You can't quite see them; they're a touch small.
Oh yeah, I see. What are records?
You know, what a record! All right, I need to get the hearts back. Where do they go? Where are they?
Oh, where'd you put them?
Where'd I put them? Oh, here they are. Big heart GIF. All right, there we go.
Speaking of being heartless, here's Insult running RoboCop versus the
This
Terminator.
game, quote unquote game.
Yeah, NES beat the game category, I guess,
Yep.
in 1927. He says on Power Pack, if you remember, this game was never released, so on Power Pack is that disclaimer. I messed up one zip and got ejected the wrong way, costing 15 seconds. I also missed the quick kill on this stage where you shoot the boss through the wall, costing 10 seconds. I think sub 19 is within reach with my current strats and skill level. Me too. I think you can do it.
Go Insult. Oh my gosh, shoot yourself through bricks because
Yeah,
why
this
not?
game is amazing.
This game's
This
busted in so
jump
many ways.
animation, this jumping, is you go nowhere.
Yep.
Yeah, and you're really slow too,
You're
so it's
tiny too. Look how small you
Yeah.
are.
Yep.
It's like I'm watching that HD Castlevania. Oh no, God, this game. Okay. Let's just pop this here. No, anyway, let's get rid of that scary image. Okay, we have Robo Demons.
Oh, man, Robo
Let's give
Demons.
this one to Rasmus. You can have this because you both have R's and so on.
Alright. This is Robo Demons on the NES.
Oh, I have to listen to the
100%.
music again.
Yeah, sorry.
859 by Saki the Goat Dragon. Saki here, being properly current with my nick now. Anyway, got sub 9. I was looking for by a fraction of a second. But that was my ultimate goal. I noticed some pretty glaring mistakes upon rewatching and had to add an unplanned intentional death. Though many things still went very well, I want to take off at least 10 seconds. I can still save and hopefully have only the expected intentional death.
Wow, this game looks atrocious.
It's so bad. You
this-
don't even have to listen to the sound, alright?
He recommended I play it as a bad game on my stream, and now I'm starting to see why just by
Don't play
glancing
it.
at this video.
Do you want me to give you a
Oh,
preview?
please do.
Let me give you a
No,
preview.
I'm
of
watching
it.
one right now. It's horrifying.
No,
Here's a
it's
preview.
fine.
Dun, dun,
You
dun,
play a
dun, dun,
hunchback
dun,
robot
dun,
Mr.
dun,
T.
dun,
Look at
dun,
this
dun,
guy.
dun, 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 dun. That's
Throwing
it. That's the
boomerangs.
song you're gonna hear all the
Hunchback
time
Mr.
you're
T
playing
throwing
this game.
boomerangs. That's him.
And then whenever you
Robot.
die, it goes ugh, and that's it.
Now I gotta play it.
You don't want to play this.
You're right.
It's painful enough for me watching the highlights with the sound.
I'm
Why
going
do
to
we
play
keep
this
making
immediately.
highlights of this game.
I didn't want to.
This is-
I left it. I was like, I pretend that this isn't here, and then Peter's like, "Hey guys, I
Then I'll
found a
do it.
highlight."
yeah.
You
is
guys
what-
missed this one.
This is
I'll
why
I
highlight
made
anything.
2 just
Hold
in
on.
case.
this is
What's
the
an
real
NES game,
reason you
please?
didn't want to do the broadcast, isn't it? This is why
Right.
you waited.
Yep.
All right. Hey, this one, Btrim. Tell us all about this because I'm excited about this because I have actually beaten this game. You couldn't have said
go.
that a month ago, but I can now. So let's.
You actually beat it.
Yeah, I did the blind race.
Okay. I thought the blind
Oh,
race was
wait, I didn't beat
6
it. You're
stages.
right. Shit, no, I did 6 stages. I added
It's
this
not hard.
boss to the highlight.
It shouldn't
by the
take
way.
you more than. Oh, this is RNG hell.
Yeah.
So
I had to
this
add
is This is Shadow Blasters for the Genesis. Any percent normal difficulty in 11 minutes by me. It's the best $1 game I've ever purchased. And in my opinion, the best game to grace the casual room at AGDQ. RNG is only in bosses. So that's good and bad, but yeah, that's
This boss fight.
enough said.
Yeah,
Final boss fight is amazing, by the way, and you're watching it now.
yeah. There was a blind race at AGDQ, a live blind race that I joined somehow. Not sure why I joined it, but we did. And I added this guy to the clip purely because of it being horrible. It's not hard. I think I killed it my second try, but he bounces around like this forever. Is there a way of doing this?
I haven't found a way of manipulating his RNG.
Speaking of speedrunner suspicions from
Good
earlier,
Lord.
yeah, this was what. No, if you just stand here, it's nope.
I'm annoyed that I missed that because I had left early.
yeah.
But,
Yeah.
I saw Blecky kind of hanging out in my stream when I was playing this before AGDQ, and then I kind of showed it to Bangera.
Yeah.
So when I saw it pop up as, hey, we did this blind race, I wasn't exactly shocked.
Yeah, it was pretty fun actually. I managed to beat it. I didn't know any of the stuff about powering up at all,
Mhm.
which means I was significantly slower than the guys that did figure it out.
Yep.
I think Cap and Drake won, and if I recall correctly, Andy would have beaten him, but he somehow messed the last boss of the stage 6 thing up. So, but they both went on to finish it, as far as I recall. I may have the names wrong. I don't know. I didn't come last, so I think I came third to last or something. So that's good. There you go. All right. Next up, oh, yeah, this one.
He is our hero.
This doesn't have a highlight video, unfortunately. But PJ, would you like to?
Oh, I would love to. All right, here is Spider, the video game. Not to be confused with Spider-Man, the video game.
Which is a
This is
terrible
Spider.
series of Game Boy games.
Yeah, here's Spider, the video game for PS1 by, of course, Caveman DCJ
Yep.
in 3252. He says, Spider, the video game is a video game where you play as a spider. It is the new hot PS1 speed game that has taken the world by storm. One day, I hope more people will pick it up so that we can form the legendary speed team that will be known as the 8 Legs of Spider Speedrunning.
That is
Yes.
nice. I like
Nice.
that.
Caveman, I will join your kung fu.
I will not.
So Caveman was walking around at AGDQ asking everyone he knew who played a lot of PS1 games what a good PS1 game to run was, and we suggested some amazing games.
You mean
And-
Frogger, he's back.
He already runs that, so it's fine. But he came up with this. This is all the people he talked to, all the great games, all the great suggestions. I don't know if this game is good, but I don't think it is. Just a hunch. Just a hunch.
I'd say the odds are severely stacked against it.
Yeah. All right. We have. Wait. That's where Zelda's going. All right. Hang on.
What?
Zelda's going under T. It's fine. But we have, more importantly, before we get to Zelda, Strike Suit Zero Director's Cut. This is a PC New Game Plus Easy Run in 223.42 by Final Dragoon. What's the goon bit? Well, what's a dragoon? That's a dragon hunter type thing? Is that a thing? I know it from Japanese things. I always just thought it was a misspelling of dragon, and I decided now's the time to find out.
Sure, yeah, it's a thing.
Okay, cool.
No, actually, you should know it.
Oh, okay. Damn.
Member of any several cavalry regiments in the British Army.
Oh, okay. Well, there you go.
Ah,
There you are. All right. Decided to stop being lazy and work on Strike Suit Zero again. In case you need a reminder, as I'm the only runner of this game, SSZ is a 6DOF. You really should have gone all in on these acronyms. But SSZ is a 6DOF space style shooter, aka SSS, like Descent, aka D, where you transform between ship and mech forms to destroy anything that has a red targeting marker on your screen. My initial goal when I started running this game was sub 230. Well, I did a random run this morning and blew it out of the water with this run. Hopefully by the time I hit sub 220, my average number of viewers on the stream will be higher than 0. Bible thumb. Well, hopefully. let's
Descent,
hope.
aka D.
I decided the next big thing is going to be making acronyms that are a single letter
Yeah,
long.
of course.
Right. Okay. Next up, we have TLOZ. We can have
What?
Feasel. Who wants to Feasel? Feasel? Yeah, Feasel.
Do I?
Yep.
Do I?
Yep, you do.
I?
Mhm.
Okay, all right. TLOZ. This is TLOZ for the NES.
Yeah.
Any percent without up A in 3025 by Lack Attack. Says, this was the most well-executed run from start to finish that I've ever had. This run could reach a sub 30 time.
That's a nice comment. That's a real speedrunner comment there, except for he didn't say it was shit, but
Yeah.
the fact is it was better because I executed better. That's
Right,
what
I
I like
like-
to hear.
So it was the best, yeah, this is the most well-executed run that he's ever had, but he could still reach, a time that is 25 seconds faster than what he posted. So in a way,
Yeah.
he's saying that this is the best I could do, and it's still, I could do better, basically.
Yeah.
So it's sort of a speedrunner
He
comment.
also made this highlight for us.
Yes, thank you.
We just re-edited it, and he's killing the pancakes. I always thought they looked
Killing
like,
the pancakes.
I always
yeah.
thought they kind of look a bit like
I
pancakes.
agree. I
They're
always thought that
definitely
too.
pancakes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Delicious
Pancakes that eat your
pancakes that
shield.
put you inside them. Just
Yeah.
as I-
Reverse pancake.
In
Just
Soviet Russia.
Just as how I dream. So, yeah, pancakes. But yeah,
Yeah.
sorry.
You're not allowed to talk anymore.
Well, I didn't even get to talking about how the syrup is sticky, but it's fine. We can... But anyway, thanks for making the highlight video, and thanks for a cool run. Like, I had not heard of Lack Attack before running this game. I'm kind of
What?
out of the loop on Legend of Zelda, unless it's Darkwing Duck coming into the chat and mocking me and being mean and telling me
What?
about Legend of Zelda. I miss a lot of this stuff.
But he's the one that killed Fiesel's mortal rival.
Yeah,
How do you
Guess-
not know about
well
it?
now I do, and now he's getting a muffin basket in the mail.
Look at that.
Oh, nice.
Yes.
Is that like an actual muffin basket, or is that something sexual that...
Oh no, it's
Yeah,
an
I don't
enemy.
know if I want a muffin basket.
It's an enemy in Legend of Zelda 2, isn't it? There's muffins.
In Zelda 2, there's muffin baskets?
I was
What?
trying to...
Hey, the highlight reel ended. It's time to
Anyway,
move on.
let's get out of this awkward conversation.
Hey, and into something a bit eerie. This is... Yeah, I don't know if any of you have played this unmechanical extended episode, but I made the highlight, and I watched it, and I didn't know what was going on. So, we're going to share in this. This is an Xbox One indie game. So, an 80% in 14 minutes and 7 seconds by Scott it says, I picked up Unmechanical with the intention of having a break from speedrunning games, just to chill out and enjoy some fine puzzles. However, I found a really odd glitch that allowed me to skip the most tedious section of the game. The skip is the highlight. So for the new whole area you are damaged, and after 1 second of movement you have to recharge by sitting still for 1 second, but for some reason if you use the right analog stick to move instead of the left, you fly around freely, bypassing the puzzles that are usually intended for limited movement. Pausing where I do breaks you free from the mini cutscene and also the laws of physics. The rest of the game is trying to get your movement and timing right by picking up objects that can be very fiddly. Time starts after loading screen and when you lose control of the character. So this is why I had a bit of confusion with it then, because I didn't realise he was doing a glitch to keep full control. Because it really just looks like he's flying around happily. And I couldn't see in the highlight where the, no offense, the game was. So I was like, he's just moving. It's like, it must be like the intro or something like that. But no, okay, now that makes more sense.
Is
There
it
you
really
go.
just using a different stick and they never expected that to happen?
Yeah.
Well, maybe, yeah. I
That's what it
also
sounds like.
do like it when someone gets a next-gen super powerful console and plays games like this on it.
Yep.
Truth. Very
Does.
true.
I do find it amusing. So there you go. That was Unmechanical extended episode, and I'm glad you explained it because I was really just watching this highlight and I was like, I'm just going to trust him.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go with it. I'm gonna trust him. All right. We have next.
Oh man, this next game.
Yeah. Who wants this one? I figured
I would love
it's
it.
got
It has
Boris
some-
in the title, so it can't
Well,
be bad.
no,
Yeah.
it doesn't have Boris
No,
in the
in
title.
the
It's Violent
category.
Storm.
No, in the
Yes,
category,
category.
it's got Boris.
Is Boris Hardest No Miss.
Oh boy.
It's a Violent Storm arcade.
Already in love.
It's an amazing arcade beat 'em up, and 1547 by Zuck. And his first line is a reference to the incredible soundtrack. But Geldo got knocked down pretty hard in this sub 16 run, The new Red Freddy strat made it all possible. Sloppy early stages, really good execution on boss fights, and a butt-clenching Geld fight. This is still improvable by around 25 seconds. However, even Boris needs a break, and with Sheena safe, I want to focus on Arcade Final Fight and saving Jessica. Shoutouts to Butters BB, Macaw45, Murphigator, Mo. Was it PLD or PID? Can't tell. Geldog and all. But yeah, the Violent Storm is an amazing, amazing beat 'em up.
Yeah, this game is sick.
I think it's probably
It's too good.
PLD, which is
Geld
like
is probably one of the rudest final bosses in the history of a beat 'em up.
Yeah. So there's a loop that you can do on Geld for the first 50% of his health, where you just grab him and release him,
Yeah,
and he
that's
clearly
it.
missed that.
Whoops.
So now you get to see what happens when Geld doesn't get killed instantly.
Yeah.
Also, that Red Freddy strat is super new, like doing the head charge and then actually grabbing him. They used to just like bait his charge and hit him with a jump kick for his entire health bar, and it took ages. So that's a really nice find.
I have to say,
That
this,
was a filthy
I can't believe
Geld.
they finally
fight,
found like
holy
decent
smoke.
Geld strats.
this is the least Boris-looking Boris I've ever seen in a video game.
Whatever, look at him.
I'm
That is
not
powerful.
complaining. He looks great. I'm just saying that normally Boris is the most stereotypical Russian guy you can get in a video game. So
That guy isn't stereotypically Russian.
not.
Yeah.
A,
I mean, he's not drinking, but
All right, and then finally we have
That's up-
Yumi Nikki. I'm gonna give this one to Rasmus to take us home. This is another weird one. You guys really submitted some games that made me look at them and think, what the hell? That sort of noise. So there you go. Here we go. Rasmus, go for it.
Right. This is Yuminiki, PC 90%, 11 minutes 41.76. I backwards SN. Backwards N here again. Took the world record back from B chord. Actual note below. The objective in Yuminiki is to collect 24 effects within a large dreamscape. The effects can be collected in almost any order, so there's a huge number of possible routes. This week there has been a sequence of improvements to the route of this game that increased the fraction of the run where the 8 times walking speed glitch is active. These improvements cut a little more than a minute off the old routes. Leaderboards and routes and guides can find at speedrun.com. Yuminiki.
Okay, let me write that out. Like, I enjoyed the 8 times walking glitch. I did not enjoy how confused I got by looking at the rest of it.
Good job.
But I liked how different
This
the
game looks cool
vibe
as
of
hell.
this game must be
Yeah, exactly.
when you walk at 8 times speed and when you...
yeah.
Regardless of the 8 times speed,
Yeah.
the game looks neat.
Yeah, it looks really
Kind of an
interesting.
Earthbound look to it. Really stylish.
It's really weird. I added more of the game in so you could see more of how weird it got. The highlight clip did not ask for as much at the beginning or end.
That thing was. a hell of a
Yeah,
card.
wait.
That's a nope bot. Nope,
What?
nope, nope, nope.
Ah!
So
Yeah.
this is like
The music's really
Earthbound, except
creepy
they
too.
tried to outdo the number of drugs that the Earthbound developers took.
It's
Don't-
really
don't-
creepy. I'm just gonna say it's creepy. The music's creepy. Everything about it is creepy. Like, it's I felt slightly uncomfortable watching it. I'm not gonna lie.
What was that dream simulator for the? What was it? The PS1, I think. No joke, it was called LSD, I think.
Nice.
No, I'm serious. It was supposed to be the creator's dreams, like put down into a game or something. You got to
Wow.
play through them.
So
That
like Takeshi's challenge.
kind of reminds me of a top-down, like an isometric view version of that.
I
Nice.
should do that.
Yeah. No, you shouldn't.
That'll be an unbeatable game.
No kidding.
That's a good idea, Onin. Adding room for leaderboard links. We might have to consider that. But anyway,
Hamus in the chat says, "Yep, it was called LSD."
that's records complete for today.
But there's an honorable mention, so.
Oh, there is an honorable mention. You're right. Scroll. Do you want to do it, Gilda?
Sure, why not? It's Ninja Gaiden 1 through 3, NES, any percent, 3711 by Infested Reefs. Says, I decided to submit this run even though it's kind of mediocre, but it's actually 10 seconds faster than Team Frankerz's final time from the relay race. I had only played Ninja Gaiden 2 for 5 days when I did this run, and it's kind of sad that the NG2 time is the strongest in this run. I even PB'd it for with the time clocking in on 10:53. I'm going for sub 36:30, which is like a low 12 in NG1, sub 11 NG2, and low 13 in NG3. To spare you the submission for weeks to come, I'm not going to bother submitting again until I sub that time. Mostly wanted to put this category out there. So there you go. If y'all are looking for a new category for the classic NES Ninja Gaidens, go ahead and run your own relay race
Playing
on
the
it.
3 of them back to back. That's pretty
Yeah. Yeah, that's really
Spruce
neat.
it up, you can even add the Master System one.
Yeah, you should.
There you go.
Do you know how many times I've almost played that this week? At my
You should
lowest
play it.
moments.
It's really fun.
I know, it's
Yeah.
really good. I've already played it. My worry is that I'm going to be bad at it and I'm going to take a confidence hit.
Oh, no.
I can't deal with another one of those.
You really can.
If I take another 10 of those, I'll be at a normal person's confidence level, and I can't handle that. Be too much. Too much. Hey, that's all the records.
That
You
is
did
all
it.
the records.
Woo!
I hit that split.
Man,
Down
look at
27
this.
minutes. Now, announcements of things. What I can
Things.
think of is that any news stuff. The ESA game suggestions open tomorrow at noon. All the ESA stuff is coming together slowly but surely on the website there. The ESA
Wait, suggestions
20.
or offerings?
Submissions.
Submissions. Okay,
Yeah.
you said suggestions, and I was a little bit...
Well, it's like a
Right, play it.
suggestion.
Yeah, hang on. I'm going to suggest that y'all play this.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
like a suggestion and a submission and an offering all rolled into one. A suggest offering.
A submission offering.
Submission offering. Nah, your one was better than mine, I'm sorry.
Well, yeah, I don't know.
Oh, boy,
All
I'll
right.
set that right up next to guesstimate in words that piss me off.
Guesstimate. Is what's wrong with
It's the worst.
submission offering? Do you hear that all the time?
There's about 16 things wrong with it, but we don't have time to go into that right now.
So there's that. The info's on there for that. There's also a master thread on SDA, so if you prefer SDA, you can keep up with all the goings on that too.
The shenanigans and go.
Yep. I don't think SSGDQ has had any specific announcements since the venue. The hotel's
Not yet.
in decision phase, I believe, the last two venues.
Yeah.
Right. There's the
uh,
NES Marathon Race
yes.
coming up
Oh, yeah, there is.
February 28th,
28th.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Saturday, which is going to be Saturday. NES Marathon. And I think that the mystery tournament is still, I think they're still taking
I think there
sign-ups for that.
still
I
are.
need to sign up for that just for
Do you know
laughs.
who's in that this year?
I don't know, but there was a lot of people last year, so I imagine
It's me.
there's more. You are in it?
I
You're doing the
actually
mystery
entered.
tournament?
Lucky is in
I
it.
actually entered this year. Yeah.
Now, are you in it to win it? That's the question.
Well, I watched the finals of the last one, and I saw
Mm-hmm.
how much better I was at the puzzle games than those guys, and I just figured
Man.
I can win this.
So you're in there like swimwear is what you're getting.
Oh
at.
my goodness! Hello, Geordie Shore. What's going on? But yeah, there you go. There's those. I can't think of anything else that's happening, but I would just like to reiterate how much fun I had watching the Final Fantasy 13 Platinum percent race yesterday. So all the guys involved in that was really fun. I'm glad you did it. You might not be glad you did it, but I was glad you did it. So that makes it worthwhile, I think. Next week's episode, I believe, is going to be some kind of Mario.
It's not. No, I
No?
think we're actually doing Kingdom Hearts next week.
Oh, okay. It's Kingdom Hearts then. Never mind.
Did I say Kingdom Hearts? Wait,
Yeah.
which one?
Wait, yes,
yeah,
you did.
Kingdom Hearts. That's what it's supposed to be.
Okay.
I don't know which Kingdom Hearts game it's going to be,
We'll let them.
but it'll be, I think, one of them.
Trust them. Trust them on
Or
that
all
one.
of them.
Ooh. Yeah.
Ooh.
Or none of them.
And then after that, we got maybe Mario's in the future, but we've had some really cool suggestions. Keep them coming.
Yeah, we will have a Kaizo episode very soon.
We might take
Oh,
a
yes.
little while to get to your suggestion, but keep messaging us. That would be really good if you could do that.
Mm-hmm.
We got some other ones in the future. I'm thinking maybe Final Fantasy 13 to get a JRPG back on here, but we've also had other suggestions. I know Trials is a possibility,
Yes.
and others I've
No, that's
already...
not a
Got
possibility.
a Super Castlevania
that's
4
happening.
episode.
Yeah, Super Castlevania
Yeah.
4, and others which I've forgotten, but they're all there, you know.
I will. I'll get in touch with Blaze if you want to do a Trials episode.
Sweet.
So yeah.
He's a really cool guy, so
Um,
I'm sure he'd be glad to do the show.
We'd like to super duper thank our lovely SMS Master Race friends, Btrim and KrazyRasmus. Thank you for being on.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you for inviting us.
Yeah, no problem. These were another suggestion. Rasmus just messaged me. He said, look, I'll give you some of my oil gold and the finest food and drink in Norway if you just let me do a show. And I was like, come on, forget about the oil gold. We'll just take the beer and the food.
The food.
And the diamonds, if you
And the
have those.
Yeah. No, that was Belgium.
No, that's and I'm sure they have diamonds in.
It's Antwerp.
I'm sure they're tripping over diamonds in Norway. As soon as their oil runs out, they'll say, "We've uncovered a diamond mine." Is that now? Anyway,
We're keeping that secret for then.
No, it's the oil that burns into diamond.
all right.
Don't tell them. Don't tell them.
Episode.
The only byproduct is diamonds. All right. So thanks to you two guys for being on the show. Thanks everyone for watching. We will find someone to raid.
Yes.
Yeah. Have you got someone to raid?
I mean, I've got a suggestion just because there was a record in the game submitted to us, and it looks like he's
Yeah.
going for it. Let me double check.
I mean, we have two possible raid messages. This
That
was
we do.
one of them, and I can't remember what the other one was.
Choose your own raid message.
Why not?
Oh,
that one.
that's the best one.
What was that or the category? I think was the
What was the other one? There was another one, another funny one, but I think we'll go with your one.
The
It's a good
beats
I like
stroke.
BB stroke.
goal.
I
Yeah,
managed to have
I like that.
a raid the other day where nobody spilled the beans of who did the raid, and it was so satisfying. So if you guys this time could not spill the beans, not say who raided this person, they might still figure it out. But if you could try and keep it quiet, I had a great time watching the person struggle to figure out who raided them. So if you could do that just for us, that'd be great. Did you have an idea?
Yeah, I just posted in
Yep,
the.
I agree with that
sure.
idea.
Yep, go for it.
Yeah, he's doing
Do it.
attempts. We just had a record for it this week, so let's go visit the duck.
The duck. The not
Darkwing Duck
one of
is
the ducks.
attempting to take back the Zelda record.
And the message is, we be stroking. Like that.
We be stroking.
So thanks for watching. We're going to play 3 minutes of ads after our show, as we usually do.
Yep.
We might be subscribers by next week. Who knows? We've put in a message. Apparently we can get that. So that's another exciting maybe. If you guys
We'll
love...
have some sub icons.
Yeah,
That'll be fun.
you guys love
Yeah.
exciting maybes. So here's another
Yep.
one for you. And we'll see you next time for Kingdom Hearts something.
Yeah.
Yay. Okay.
The Sunday Sequence Break.